I felt he found my letters and read each one out loud. I prayed that he would finish, but he just kept right on, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
Check. I want to. Shout to Love and Purpose. You know what it is. El Boogie on the set early.
Yeah, you listening to Super Play.
Strumming my pain with his fingers. Yes, he was singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
Yeah, you listening to Super Play.
With his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
Bonita apple bum, you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, said you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, said you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, you gotta put me on. Bonita. Hey, Bonita, glad to meet you. For the kind of stunning you miss, I must beseech you. Hey, being with you is a top priority. Ain't no need to question the authority. Chairman of the board, the chief of affections. You got minds to sway in your direction. Hey, you're like a hip-hop song, you know. Bonita apple bum, you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, I said you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, I said you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, I said you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, you gotta put me on. Bonita. 38, 24, 37. You and me, honey, we're a match made in heaven. I like to kiss you where some brothers won't. Listen, I like to tell you things some brothers don't. If only you could see through your elaborate eyes. Only you and me, hun, the love never dies. Satisfaction, I have the right tactics. And if you need them, I got crazy prophylactics. So far, I hope you like rap songs. Bonita apple bum, you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, I said you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, I said you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, I said you gotta put me on. Bonita apple bum, you gotta put me on. Bonita.
Party people's in the place to be. Just for you, it's the Ultra Magnetic MC.
clockwise as the record just turned. You learn, plus burn by the flame of the lyrics which cooks the human brain, providing overheating knowledge by means causing pain, making migraine headaches yourself start to melt while the techniques spin. The wax is on the belt, motivating clockwise. The more you realize, more love's moving steady by most. We're ever ready, like a battery charged and work the alkaline. Yes, the mystery to solve. So seeking to find these words I've given, extreme and out driven with a Datsun, a maxim of the guy. Yes, the wizard cool Keith, and I'm sporting my rhyme, cause we're
Ultra. MC's Ultra.
What y'all gonna do? But it got to be funky. It got to be funky if you're gonna be on it. I don't care who starts, I don't care what y'all do, but you got to be finished before the music is through.
Listen closely, so your attention's undivided. Many in the past have tried to do what I did. Just the way I came off then, I'm gonna come off stronger and longer, even with the drum off. I'll keep on going and flowing just like a river. I got a whole lot to give, so I'm a giver. Little at a time, new trails are blazing. Action is in effect and always stays in. Yeah, just like a shot from a cannon. I am the man in charge and I'm the planning. A jam strong enough that it can lift your soul. I'm the originator and my rhymes are made of gold. Once you hear the capital A, rap it'll stay with you for a while. It won't go away unless you force it, because it stays with you, my friend. And if you force it away, I'ma hit you again. I project my voice so it's right in the crowd. There's a sign at the door, no biting allowed. And if you didn't read it, I suggest you do so, or you'll be stranded, just like Caruso. Sleep if you wanna, go ahead, get some shut eye. A man broke his jaw trying to say what I say on the microphone. He should have left it alone, just call the record. Let it be known that my ego's only partially grown. And never would I ever condone fighting in any form. Yo, I'm only warm. That verse was the calm. Now here's the storm. Next up, yo, I believe that's me. Craig G, light up the mic for the symphony. This jam is dedicated to all unoptimistics that thought I wasn't coming out with some MCMI, people call me Milk. When I'm busting up a party, I feel no guilt. Gizmos cutting up for the suckers that's down with me. The one of us, that's how I feel. To be down, you must appeal to the two. We're rated R, we're gifted, and we're going far down the road to the bank. While I'm here, I'd like to thank Mom and Dad, they knew the time. Gizmo scratching, Milky's rhyming, Milk is chilling, Giz is chilling. What more can I say? Top billing, that's what we get. Got it good, since you understood. Would you stop scheming and looking hard? I got a great big bodyguard, so step up if you wanna get hurt. Milky's gonna pull this skirt. I get money, money I got. Stunts call me honey if they feel real hot. That's how it is, you can ask kids. I stole your girl while you were in prison. Jail for MC assault. You was jealous, it's all your fault. Milk is chillin', Giz is chillin'. What more can I say? Top billing, that's what we get. Got it good, and since you understood, would you clap your hands? Your hands you clap. If your girl's out of place, it's your girl I slap. And if you're dumb, you ask why. I am from that do or die. The audio too, the two's audio. I got a brother and his name's Gizmo. Milk is chillin', Gizmo's chillin'. What more can I say? Top billing, that's what we get. Got it good, and since you understood, would you bite a rhyme if you dare? I get the paper, so I don't care. My contributions to this jam is confusing because
I'm the magnificent with the sensational style. And I could go on and on for like a mile a minute, cause I get in it like a car and drive. And if the record is a smash, I can still survive, cause I'm the man of steel on the wheel that you're steering, or rather playing on the record that you're hearing. You might not understand what I'm singing at first, so action love, put it in reverse. I'm just conversing with your person, this is just a conversation. I'm special ed with a special presentation. Hey, I like to play, so for me it's recreation. It's not just a job, it's an adventure. If worse comes to worse, I've got the thirst quencher, but you gotta buy it. You don't even try it, I don't rhyme for free, no matter how dry it gets. I collect my money in sets, one before the show and again when I jet. So I get mine and I'ma get more, cause I'm financially secure and I'm sure. So I don't need your tips or advice, cause I'm too nice for that to rap. I can't stand mice, I'm like a cat, kinda frisky. Battling is risky business, you might acquire dizziness, just like whiskey. Isn't this enough? Oh, you think you're tough? Cookie? I think you better call your bookie, cause you can bet your life that I'ma play you like hooky. On a Friday, this is Monty. When I was through, I heard you say, why they diss me like that? I should've repent. Somebody should have said that special ed was the magnificent.
The magnificent.
Yeah, you listening to Super Blaze, listen cold.
Super Blaze.
Hey yo, you better flee hops or get your head flown 3 blocks. L keep rappers hearts pumping like beatbox. And every year I gain clout and my name sprouts. Some brothers still be virgins, the crack never came out. I got the wild style, always been a foul child. My guns go boom boom and your guns go pow pow. I'm known to have a hottie open. I keep the shotty smoking, front and get half the bones in your body broken. And when it comes to getting nookie, I'm not a rookie. I got girls that make that chick Tony Braxton look like Whoopi. I run with 30 clicks, I'm never hitting dirty chicks. Got 35 bodies, buddy, don't make it 36. Step to this, your good is gone. Words born, I leave mics torn when I put it on.
So put it on, Big Al, put it on. Come on, put it on and on and on. Come on, put it on, Big Al, put it on. Come on, put it on, represent, put it on. Come on.
Nobody can take nothing from Big L, put a lost chief. The last punk before they got him out full of force teeth. I'm known to gas a hottie and blast a shotty. Got more cash than Gotti. You don't know? You better ask somebody. Big L is a crazy brother, and I'm a lady lover. A smooth kid that'll run up in your baby mother. I push a slick Benz. I'm known to hit skins and get ends and commit sins with sick friends. Cause I'm a money getter, also a honey hitter. You think you nice as me? Haha, I use a funny nigga. I flows, so one of my shows wouldn't be clever to miss. I'm leaving competitors pissed to tell you the truth, it gets no better than this. I'm catching wreck till the break of dawn. In this song, yo, it's a must that I put it on.
Yes, put it on, Big Al, put it on. Come on, put it on, big fella, put it on and on. Put it on, Big Al, put it on, represent, put it on. Come on, put it on. Some boy see me gun nozzle and take with the joke. Boy, you're going dead before you see me gun smoke. See me gun nozzle and take with the joke. You're going dead. Come on, me, you propose.
I drink my wet, not Beck's beer. I stay dressed in slick gear. Peace to my homies in the gangster lane. I see you when I get there. And it's the fact I keep forgetting my arm reach. I charm freaks and bomb geeks made of Palm Beach. I'm putting rappers in the wheelchair. Because the villain you still fear. Cause I be hanging in Harlem and shit is for real here. If you battle well, you pick the wrong head. I smash mics like cornbread. You can't kill me, I was born dead. And I'm known to pull steel tricks and kill pigs. I run with ill kids and real niggas who fill wigs. My rap's steady slamming. I keep a heavy cannon. It's a new sheriff in town and it ain't Reggie Hammond. Peace to my peoples, the children of the corn. Cause we put it on, adios, close support.
So put it on, Big Al, put it on. Come on, put it on, big brother, put it on and on. Big Al, you gotta put it on and on. Put it on, Big Al, put it on and on. Word up, you know what I'm saying? I'm in Big Al, running things on the 9-4 and 9-0-S. You know what I mean? It's the kick and break, it's full flip. And we gon' put on a little something like this. Big Al, come on.
Lord Finesse,
He be putting it on.
my man Buck Wild,
He be putting it on and on.
my man Fat Joe,
He be putting it on.
Joe Biz and AG.
Yeah, they be putting it on
I
and
get
on.
hit Diamond D,
He be putting it
the whole
on.
DITC,
Yeah, they be putting it on
and
and
of course
on.
Get Free,
Yeah, they be putting it
the
on.
whole NYC.
Yeah, we be putting it on
And I'm out. Check it out. Yo, check it. Yo, I got slugs for snitches. No love for bitches. Putting thugs in ditches with my trigger finger itches. I got a rep to make police jet. Known to get a pre-sweat. I never beg for pussy like Keith Sweat. It's Big L, slow hell no. Bitches get fucked on the roof when I ain't got no hotel dough. I'm known for yoking japs and beating them with smoking gats. Leaving token blacks with broken backs and open caps. So with that bullshit, step to the rear, son. The last thing you want with Big L is a fair one. Cause in the street brawl, I strike men like lightning. You seen what happened in my last fight, friend? I can. I beat kids with lead pipes. I leave trails of dead mics where I'm from. Niggas, Jews get ran like red lights. Old folks get mugged and raided. Crimes are drug related. And we live by the street rules that thugs created. Clowns get smoked about 1,000 folks selling pounds of coke front in this town and get a text stuck down your throat. I'm telling you, shit is about to get drastic soon. I'm quick to blast a goon and break a motherfucker like a plastic spoon. I got the looks to make your hottie stare. I keep a shotty near. It's that nigga with naughty hair who got his fear. Tracks I'm on the ropes until the microphone is ghost. Props are on the ropes. I'm leaving niggas comatose.
nose fun and get your brain pinched. Big L, I have your whole gang rich. I started smoking dust and been insane since. This rap shit was a great gift. The other night some snake ripped and got a hot lead facelift. All through high school I had braids, I kept mad blades. Stabbing teachers to death, they gave me bad grades. I cooked the mic like a beef steak, cause my technique's great. And I'm the nigga police hate in each state, cause I'm the neighborhood lamper. Funk rubber vamper, fuck around, you find my silk boxes in your mother's hamper. Cops drop when my Glock makes the pow sound. I'm from a wild town, you know my style clown, so bow down. Word up.
Say what?
95 style. I got my man Jay-Z here.
Jay-Z.
Check it out now. Check it out now. Hey, yo, what? Brothers can beg and borrow, still feel sorrow with Jay-Z like Zorro. Get in that ass, better luck tomorrow. I'm too much, nigga, so never should you rush. You need to slow down or get your ass toe down. Check it out. I'm too cocky to stop me, you gotta kill me. And when I'm gone, you can still feel me. On the real beat, this shit is eternal. I rock the heavens well. If they won't let me in heaven, I raise hell till it's heaven. Recognize the black cat with the 9 lives. Get up off me, nigga, it's bad luck to cross me. I'm popping crystal, shooting game like missiles. Ass projected or hoes affected by this style. I'm act like Goldie, go back like the oldie, but the goodie. Pulling R&B bitches, wearing hoodies. They don't be knowing the way I be flowing. When I be going, I be running the track like Jesse Owens. I disrupt the natural steam, the way that you do things with a swing and have them rocking like... You say never you run, if ever you come, it's never you run so fast in your life to never have one. Come on and ride the rhythm, I produce like Jism, just like the gods I start with knowledge and follow with wisdom. For greater understanding, I'm landing, blows in, knocking sense into those that oppose me. Enticing when slicing through tracks, you're screaming Jesus Christ is back and God knows he can rap. Me and L put rhythm on the map, so give him his dap. And me, I just take mine, give me those, give me this, give me that, fuck that. You never see me stress, energy yes, on the prize. My greedy eyes can't see no less, jigger incredible. Even my thoughts is federal, like kidnapping, extortion, and corruption. So you know, beating me, I never come like a nun or tomorrow. I'm too thorough, nigga. I make moves, cause bows to move when I'm creeping through your way with 1,000 little dudes. With a piece like Islam, I make your eyes rise like geese. Surprise, I feel no fear when facing y'all. Bet your lyrics jump off the track like racing cars. MCs trying to be the best. And even in dying couldn't be this death. I see no reason to stop cheesing. Ever since L said throw 3 G's in. And we could get down and split the wealth. That's when I found I could do it myself. I get up.
Yeah.
Word life.
They gotta shout that mic out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're listening to Super Flavors.
Yeah. Back to go.
Yo, 1, 2, 1.
Straight from Brooklyn, better known as Brooklyn. Never taking shorts cause Brooklyn's the borough. Straight from Brooklyn, better known as Brooklyn. Never taking shorts cause Brooklyn's the borough.
We did it like that, and now we do it like this. Did it like that, and now we do it like this. Super Blaze. Mix.
Now block kids who got the cocaine. Don't tell me it's the little kids I'm so trained. The metaphor sits on my brain to my jaw. It comes from other places, not the tinted faces. Journalistic values are yellow and then of course falters. You watch Channel Zero with that bitch Father Walters. She have you believe black invented crack when President Lyndon had the formula way back in 63 with Kennedy. Yes, the double cross. Remember that's when they blow his fucking head off. Vietnam vets come back looking like one-armed pets. Nixon bombs, pure text. No picket fence, no job, no Hazel in the car. Blue collar turns to bourgeois. Depressed in your chest. Them are all possessed, no dough. Crack and fails much less. White he can sell on the corners of Bushwick. White he can sell on the corners of Flatbush. White tees can sell on the corners of Bed-Stuy. Pass the torch to that nigga guy. So just die, nigga. Die, nigga. You're too black. You can't handle. You're too strong. Get high. Fly clock flicks boost your steel. In 95 we take back Evansville.
Let's take a sec to think back. Brooklyn, traveling distance to party. Brooklyn, abstinent functions, not hardly. Brooklyn, the name alone holds godly. You don't know, you better ask somebody. Crackfield Street since 85, the beats getting paid to not bust. Hookers' jaws got crust. Glass clapping regular. Hardcore niggas with fat gold chains. On the corner maintaining. Gold teeth flashes. Stick up kids playing in front of Latin quarters. Keep home your daughters. Cause if bullets fly, watch the flaming. Ignorant ducks are shooting wildin'. They're not aiming one Easter. Now to think about it, what a pity. 5 people died in front of Gay City. Senseless back then, you was ill if you had a gun. People dashing, flashing. Damn, no fun. All the square, you couldn't shop me much. Cause folk dreaming in you right the fuck on up. You had you or die. East New York, mad hell. Fellas cutting school, trooping the all go Maxwell. So many memories I can't manifest. Show you. Start where I finish at the Brooklyn. God bless.
You represent crazy ass Brooklyn kids.
Represent the Brooklyn all night.
Crazy ass Brooklyn kids.
Because it is survival of the fittest.
Crazy ass Brooklyn kids.
Represent the Brooklyn all night.
Crazy ass Brooklyn kids.
Because it is survival of the fittest. Listen, cause for your mind I got the right nutrition. We keep shit hard like fat asses in cases of Heineken. Here in Brooklyn, home of the warrior and villain. Trife type chicks, top villains. The anthem, Rasta smoke marijuana. Enterprising businessmen shoot dice on the corner. Excuse me while I light my split, but some choose to sip so bullets hit brains. Wing bottles hit lips. Clips, whatever happened to 38 specials. Now it's Desert Eagles. Government issue, probably the same one that killed Noriega. Chips that power nuclear bombs, power my Sega. Subliminal hypnotism and colonialism leaves most niggas dead or in prison in Brooklyn. Right hand cuts off the left hand to spite the hand, jealous of the next man. So violent crimes, black on black, plus mad crack the boot. Everybody can't rap, so most hustle and shoot. Make money, get money, take money. I can't understand that concept cause y'all rules everything around me. Fire burns the unjust like arson, larceny. Melt MCs with mental telepathy. With precision, we're slicing and dicing. Peace to the East New York, perverted monks and Mike Tyson.
Crazy ass Brooklyn kids.
Why in the body boy head? The shot is flying out the body guy like that. 2 shots there to him chin. Enemy your friend fake the funk, I put the junk to an end. Now who the rude boy want come test dog? I find his family, the ID him in the mall. I bet you never thought I bus led. Surprise, I'm a 45 blood head just like
You
the
try
dread.
to test the champion sound, you're getting bucked down. Recognize the boot camp click out of Uptown. Gun thirsty little bastard, always blasted from the sacks of chocolate of mother casting. You say you're number one wicked selector. I say you Panani and I wet ya. Keep the ball for a pull, this your trigger. Cause you don't wanna test me when I'm tipsy off the liquor like the punk they call my girl. Got his feelings hurt. Showed his true colors, had to yank up his skirt. Now he's in misery, trying to cop a plea. Led to him head from gun clapper number 3. See, lick off a shot, you know dick rider. Lick a shot, put on and up on fire.
Now everybody wanna be Don Gaga, and all around New York niggas be talking, but we be stalking. In the darks when the guns start barking, but in the day be wary of where you be walking.
Don't you ever mention about you want us the champion song. Leave it to the people them, cause you know that when time the people them come away them about for. Leave!
Me nah sex, me rough like the wicked youth in me. That motherfucker that be bugging over truth, we see. Original criminal running time, crime pays. That's what I practice, so whack if you won't get blasted by my 9 shot. Come around my block, find a nice spot in the pine box. Murderer, body boy killer, Colin Powell filler, we about to get iller.
Sound boy, you got enough reason to worry. Coming with my troops, we about to bury. Better pack your dubs and move in a hurry. He's offset. Looking at my picture, it's about that time to load up the line and do my daily crime. Warriors, conquerors, the man before ya. Mr. Ripper, aka the enemy killer. My man with the weed is my man indeed. And all you sucky ducky niggas catch knots with speed.
Talking about you also. Am I sound you want this?
Yeah, you listening to Super Play, let's go.
I get spent if I do get spent if I don't. So sometimes I will and sometimes I won't. I won't mad, then crack 40 down the back, sit fat and relax and plan my attack. Not the one that test, I possess mad finesse. My food, I was blessed, one bird in the nest. Chills with my deep steady bouncing in beats on the New York street, hitting urban concrete. I'm the man, unbestable with the extraterrestrial flow. 456 ELO, pop the top on the 40-ounce bottle. I'm not the one to follow, I'm not the role model. Hollow tips in my clips, money gripping my clock only spits when I react to the bullshit. So give me room to breathe and get up off these and save the confessions for Jesus. Plus I don't need to hear no sorrow. F it, the sun will still come out tomorrow. Long as I'm breathing, needing, even like Steven, achieving, getting some G's in, representing lovely. Boogie down Bronx major with the project flavor on Asia. My behavior is mad hell if you're front. You know what I want. Fat beats for my rhymes, mad clicks for my nines. ill posse and my name up in lights and I and me. I'ma let you know how I feel on the real. I back steel, it's like a jungle, makes me wonder where my heel is. The brick skips the dog shit, complete in my cipher. Temper like Rowdy Piper, hyper like a viper. I'ma strike if I gotta go in for the jugular, stretch it like a copper. Stopper, but you can't stop me. Look this clock me, just watch me blow up the spot. J came a long way from back in the day. We did it for no pages. Rhyme and hit the hay and sleep. Wake up, write another rhyme. Hit the park after dog, drop the beat one time. That's when shit was real. No phonies, no baloney, just the homie mics and wheels of steel. Back up from the rope and plugged in the street like everything right. Jam over, street fight. Back to the lab, I grab my pen and pad. Raw lyrics, make a surrender scat. Had no dinero, enough get 4 chicken wings and rice. A 40 ounce of nickel back to get nice. Now I might make $1 million. It's still sun, it makes the heart pump. You know what I want. Fat beats from my rhymes. Mad clips from my nines. An ill posse and my name up in lights and I and me.
Yo, Mona Lisa, can I get a date on Friday? If you're busy, I wouldn't mind taking Saturday. Hey. Round up the posse Fuji coming around the way. Yeah. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, you listen to Super Blaze, let's go.
DJ Super Blaze. A cheaper, y'all. Well, I'm a Libra, y'all. A cheaper, y'all. Well, I'm a Libra, y'all. You on a battle swing, I bring commanding me like I was king. In all your dreams, I write the horror flick of Stephen King. Cling the thoughts on those in favor, say I got tired of the fat lady, so I sing to my own opera. Balang 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 to the man in Rikers Island. If you live by the sun, you won't be die by the gun. Cause all guys tell lies and more girls commit sin. I was ordered the code red, but now I'm chilling with a few good men. Assassination on the kid from the capital. I never played a soap opera, but now I'm in general hospital. Condition critical, spirit overrules the physical. So if I die, catch me at the funeral. I'll fly away, oh glory, with the mic in my hand to a land where only God knows me. And the angels write raps on holy paper. I said I'm looking for Jesus. He said take the escalator, one flight up. It's guaranteed you'll be there. My sister be there, my mother be there. So Mona Lisa, could I get a date on Friday? And if you're busy, I wouldn't mind taking Saturday. Round up the busy, you're coming around the way.
I don't puff blood, so I always got my breath. Never had to battle with a bulletproof vest. They call me Concrete, but I still kick the chest. I know where Jerry girls, cause I'm down from the west. No disrespect to the west, true indeed. I rock it to the east to sea. The sea to them days back, yo, sheepskins and hot tracks. Peace to Mr. Magic, things are getting tragic. Now we on some new stuff. I never fit the Ku Klux. My own clan is acting up, I blame it on the film club. What's your cool to do? Kids are acting, ooh, it's getting mad up. Yo, where's the corporate at? I missed the 3-piece suit. Check the square root, your bones and Timberland boots. Nah, that's the surface. And no, don't call me boots. I got a head full of problems in the hand full of nappy root. I feel it Jones coming down, yo, I
got the slang to make the chitty bang, bang, bang.
No, I got the slang to make it chitty bang, bang. Every day, the nappy heads bang.
Yo, Mona Lisa, could I get a date on Friday? And if you're busy, I wouldn't mind taking Saturday. Round up the muscle, you're coming around the way.
Y'all mythological niggas is comical. The astronomical is coming through like the flu bombing you. And then bombing in your crew too. With the musical, mystical, magical, you know how I do. The word attack skills and vocabulary too. Comprehension of this edition is all brand new. You're through. I'm interplanetary like Doctor Who. So who? Wanna get tripped on, word is bone. I'm kicking rounds to the AM vote just wrong. Now Quincy, but I'm back on the block and not selling crack. I'm coming in with the fat funk flows and tracks. So what you saying, black? With all like yakety yak. My order facts can't be beat with bats. I'm saying I eat everything up on the menu and bend you and send you swaying to be continued. The most beautifulest thing in this world is just like that. I get it, yeah. The most beautifulest thing in this world is just like that. I get it, yeah. The most beautifulest thing in this world is just like that. I get it, yeah. The most beautifulest thing in this world is just like that. I get it. Rockefeller, yo.
Yeah, you listen to Super Blaze, let's go.
Bang, bang,
Yo, I'm making short-term goals when the weather falls. Just put away the leathers and put ice on the gold. Chilly with enough bail money to free a big Willie. High stakes, I got more at stake than Philly. Shopping sprees, copping 3. Deuce fever, yeses, fully loaded, yes. Bouncing in the Lex Luger. Tire smoke like Buddha. 50 G's to the crap shooter. Niggas can't fade me. Chrome socks beaming. Through my peripheral, I see you scheming. Stop dreaming, I leave your body steaming. Niggas is fiending, what's the meaning? I'm leaning on any nigga intervening with the sound of my money machining. My cup runneth over with hundreds. I'm one of the best niggas that done it. 6 digits and running, y'all niggas don't want it. I got the Godfather Flo, the Don Juan, DeMarco. Swear to God, don't get it fucked up.
Taking up this time to give you peace of my mind.
Cause you can't knock the hustle.
But do you think you are? Baby, one day you'll be a star.
That scene out of state where I drop my sling. I'm deep in the south, kicking up top game. Bouncing on the highway, switching 4 lanes. Screaming through the sunroof, money ain't a thing. The worst fear confirmed. Me and my fam roll tight like the firm. Getting down for life, it's right. You better learn. Why I play with fire, you burn. We get together like a choir to acquire what we desire. We do dirt like worms, produce G's like sperm. To legs spread like germs. I got extensive hoes with expensive clothes. And I sip fine wines and spit vintage flows. But y'all know, yeah, cause you can't knock the hustle.
But until then, they think I'm the one who's crazy. Cause that's the way you're making it be.
You can't knock the
I'm
hustle.
just trying to get mine. I don't have the time to knock the hustle for real.
Yeah, y'all niggas lunching, punching the clock. My function is to make much and lay back munching. Sipping Remy on the rocks, my crew. Something to watch, nothing to stop. Unstoppable, scheme on the ice. I gotta hot your crew. I gotta let you niggas know the time like Movado. My motto, stack rocks like Colorado. Waddle off the champagne, crystals by the bottle. It's a damn shame what you're not though. Me, slick like a gato, fucking Jay-Z. My pops knew exactly what he did when he made me. Try to get a nut and he got a nut and what? Straight bananas, can a nigga see me? Got the US Open, advantage jigger. Serve like Sampras, play fake rappers like a campus. The Tigra, son, you're too eager. You ain't having it? Good, me either. Let's get together and make this whole world believe us, huh? At my arraignment, screaming, all us blacks got is sports and entertainment. Until we even, leaving, as long as I'm breathing. Can't knock the way your nigga eating. Fuck you even.
Taking out this time to give you a piece of my mind. But do you think you are?
As a youth, I used to hold the weed up. Old head said I thought more like a soldier than a leader. In order to succeed, I had to slow my speed up. Didn't listen to stuff. Took another puff of the cheap, but he said, believe us or not, trust is something you earn. With every mistake you make, back to us you return. Bollywood go Hollywood, I thought he was joking. My first taste of fame, I hit the first thing smoking. All engulfed in the honeys, the pussy was tight. If she threw the pussy right, I got mushy. Like, damn baby, I love you, take all my cash. You ain't got the lie, Jay, you already getting the ass. She loved that I was a thug, it turned her on. As soon as I got soft, it turned her off. I got relaxed, put my feet up, started dissing my friends. And that's when the ceiling fell in. I went from Marcy to Hollywood and back again. Back again. I went from Marcy to Hollywood and back again. Back again. We have none of that. Alright, shines like originators here. Getting mad at my algebra. No caliber. Stick me. I was thinking how and what. Kick it.
My rhyming and singing techniques are portable, living in luxury and it's affordable. No other weather is better to meet the J, the A, the Z.
It is indeed a pleasure to see so many Nubian faces, so many original faces here tonight.
You listeners, you have none of that, alright? Originators here.
More of the kick a little something. You heard us something too later, right? Yeah, but what I'm going to do. To kick it. My rhyming and singing techniques are portable, living in luxury and it's affordable. No other weather is better to meet the J, the A, the Z. The cream of the crop on the top of the top. The suckers are trying to stop. The bigger the boss of the hip hop. They never come here, they never come here. No, not this year. They come on the day, I'm ready to say I'm a jerk. Cheers. Operator, pushing the data. I'm talking about info and tech. It's just a stumbling and bumbling off the intro. So take it a step at a time. This dope rhyme. Be making a note that is profound by your skill mind. This is a wonderful vibe. fighters, stealers and robbers and sucker reciters. Call it a night before you roam. Don't try to sit home. The style that I'm using, I'm here to abuse. The garbage I can refuse. Divvy it up cause I'm here to collect my dues from all of you. This ain't no cartoon drama caper. Pass the paper. Your mind's in the day's higher than a skyscraper. I'm teaching and reaching and preaching and showing and flowing and growing and blowing the best of the best right out of the box. I shoot the funky sweat socks out, obliterate and I devastate. You wanna go head to head down to you for that great? Make it a date, never a conflict on the debate. You're calling me thirsty. You're sucky, you're fucky, you're pussy, you're pussy. Nobody can burst me. The jazz is pushing the power. You 2 bucks an hour, unable, mentally unstable. To me, you cower. You never can write on the lyric that have an effect just like this did. To be at the peak in the field of hip hop, you only wish, kid. A jigger to Jay-Z, yo, my partner. You get to get on a mic, you gon' start ya. Reckoning, second to last, this be something like so. But making them off the come, they're making the Mario, right. Inside of the mic, but still in the light, a millions of Nubians. And am I right? Just can't understand the fool we're in. Cool, it might take a couple of takes for you to clarify. Don't lie, you could have never got it on the first try. But never to worry, I'm not in a hurry, take your time. Cause it's my rhyme, I should have said so. And I'm Jayz. Y'all know me, I wish you could write cause you paid me all the rhymes you stole from me. Leave your freeze in a minute, you gotta get in it. Breathing only when it lets no sweat. I said on the step with these sins. Stop thinking you're making it, son. I'm breaking your tongue. Don't get caught perpetrating the cool ones. Bigger and better and baby, let's face it. We be having flowing faster than rabbits. Try to race it. The lyrical right and fivin' until it dropped you. Crazy seek spiritual help from Jazz and Jay-Z. Standing in all your song, the best and more, the best before. Because if I'm on, just like on the board, you think it's a poor. We saw because we're greater. And we are thinking the originators. Word.
You're the black man.
Yeah, you listen to
the way you want in his original state.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, you listening to Super Plays. Let's go.
Bang, bang, bang.
Welcome. Gotta say what up. Shout out to everybody right now in the chat. You know what it is, man. It's the Autonomous Party Podcast and Mix Show. I'm your DJ for the night, Super Blaze. You know what I mean? That was a campaign mix. We just wilding out on some 80s, 90s vibe, just having a little fun as usual. You know what I mean? So right now I'm gonna turn it up a little bit before we turn it over to the mic. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody got a lock right now. I'm appreciating all the love. I wasn't even seeing y'all right there. Shout out to Trail, Love on Purpose. You know what I'm saying? Antoinette Marie. Shout out to everybody, man. You know what I mean? Like, got it locked in early. We go with Jay. What up? You know what I mean? Shout out to Sherry. Hey, man, everybody got a lot. We're just going to turn it up a little bit more before we get up out of here for the campaign mix, all right? Go ahead and hit that like button for me real quick. Subscribe, share. Send it to that cousin that think that he woke or she woke. So-called woke. Put my ass back to sleep. I'm sorry.
Tell me why you're crying. How can it be you? When you gave me something I don't really feel.
We had to switch the vibe a little bit, you know what I mean? Get y'all some old school. Just gonna step 2 foot forward to top of a little new school, you know what I mean?
Can you see me on the edge?
Yeah, Autonomous Party Podcast, Mix Show, Super Blaze inside the mix. Come on.
If the world was ending, would you cry or would you try to get me? Tell me now about what you do me glad, yeah. Tell me now, I need you to be clear, yeah. I will wait for you. I will wait for you. Got me. When you put the time on a rewind, yeah. Help me understand, can you tell me now why you made a war that we're fighting now? And you fall and you run when you see my big guns. Run around, run away as a rebel comes out. Then you call on me. When you call me, I come. But then you go again. With your deaf ears, open your mind to the sound of the trumpet. What do you want from a life of the hopeless? Now here you are, you're begging and crying. I want to fly, yeah, I'm flying to morning. Running away to the land of discovery. Running away from the suffering. noise and your feelings. When you speak, all I can hear is silence. Turn it back from all the pain and violence. Big tunes, now it's big tunes, I'm healing. Cry now from the side, now call my name. Fall down when you see me, you know that I was there for you. I will wait for you, for you. I will wait for you. I will wait for you. Bum 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 bum. Oh no. I might be falling deep. 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 Tell me now what you need. I've been going to God when I'm only in my mind. I might be falling deep. Falling deep.
DJ Super Blaze is in the mix. In the morning, I wake up to fight for my yearnings. Fear in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you're relying. I've been wandering all day. I tried to be fine, but I can't be. The noise in my mind wouldn't leave me. I tried to get by, but I'm burning. I'm behind my mind, it runs. All these thoughts have trouble me. Fighting to give up my pain. Fighting to be on my lane. My mind running to the other side. When it's time to leave my life, then it tries to take me out. Tell you what I need, right? Yeah, I really need time now. I need to free mind now. I really need mine now. I need to free my mind now. I really need time now. I need to free mind now. I really need mine now. Oh, yeah. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Send me a love that you cannot mix. One is the joy that you cannot waste, and the other one price that you cannot fix. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Finding a way when you cannot see. Man with this system, you cannot pray. I need to find release. But behind my mind, it runs. All these thoughts have trouble me. Fighting to give up my pain. Fighting to be on my lane. My mind running to the other side. When it's time to leave my life, then it tries to take me out. Tell you what I need, right? Yeah, I really need my love. I need
You gotta free that mind up.
I really need.
You know what it is, man? The time on this party.
I really need.
Podcast, make a show.
I really need time. I really need.
Play a woman before we turn to the mic, all right?
I really need time now. Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Let me free, freer than the open mind, farther than the eyes can handle, freer than the ocean now. Yeah. So set me free. Now I need to find release. Set me to the open sky. Now I need to free my mind. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I might be falling deep. I might be falling I might be falling deep. Tell me now what you need. I've been going to God when I'm only in my mind. I might be falling deep. Falling deep.
Yeah, you listening to Super Blade. Let's go.
I might be falling. I might be falling. I might be falling. I might be falling, yeah.
Yeah, you listening to Super Blade. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Classic.
Back then when I was a new youngin', Charlie, you were trying to run on me. I've been going on my own. I've been doing things unknown. It's the day one, you running right back. Say the drama, you running off track. It's a one life, you tell me one life. One time, you tell me one time. Open your eyes, baby. Can you be wise? Cause I'm a bride, baby. I'm on the way, I'm on the run, baby. Leave me alone, take it by now. I put you on it. Say you want chance to hold it on me. I finna hold it back. Turn you right around, take it my way. So tell me what you need from me now. I know what you need to be now. Cause I'm done with it now. No more damages now. Say, tell me what you need from me now. I know what you need to be now. Cause I'm done with it now. No more damages, no more damages. Back then when I was a baby girl, I was yours and you were my world. Tell me what you wanna do for me now. Take it down and I will hold you to run my race. Cause you run it right there. Run my race cause you take it right there. I've been down, I've been running right there. I've been out, could you take it back there? Pull up tonight, I might be risky. Buy me stomach, forget the whiskey. But you still wanna get back with me. You trying to be the one and deal with. Don't got my phone, you're not a madman. You missed the way in not the one chance. I live my life, don't need you with me. Yeah. So tell me what you need from me now. I know what you need to be now. Cause I'm done with it now. No more damages now. So tell me what you need from me now. You know where I need to be now. Cause I'm done with it now. No more damages, no. So tell me what you need from me now. I know what you need to be now. Cause I'm done with it now. No more damages now. So tell me what you need from me now. I know what you need to be now. Cause I'm done with it now. No more damages now.
Angelina, you dey cool in my temperature. If you call, I go come deliver. I no go fall in your hand never. So now me you could love forever. I'm a cocky no feeble letter. I'm a Angelina, I'm a Angelina. Oh me all down. Anytime when I see you for the club or the television, your body. Sure you know say the thing when you carry 50 kill somebody. You know I feel a vibe, you feel a vibe, so baby whine about me. Yeah, and I know you shy, but it's cool when we're making love. On the low, 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 on the low. On the low, Angelina, you dey cool in my temperature. If you call, I go come deliver. I no go fall in your hand never. So now me you could love forever. I'm a cocky no feeble letter. I'm a Angelina, I'm a Angelina. Oh no, so when I want to come out, make a signal you. Why you want to invest in me like I need that? I'm tryna put the ring on your finger too. And be a better guy, be a better guy. On the low, 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 on the low. If you call, I go come deliver. I no go fall in your hand never. So now me you could love forever. I'm a cocky no feeble letter. I'm a Angelina. I'm a Angelina. Just
Yeah, you listen to this playlist.
Big sponsor.
Campaign mix. Doing a campaign. Shout out to my man Blaze with the mix, man. You already know we go from the 80s and 90s. See how we move around. Man, it's just not gonna play you just one thing every week. You never know what you get on the campaign mix. You did make sure y'all know that. Music Media Lounge, musicmedialounge.com. Definitely tap in with them.
Want to try your headphones for a little bit?
Now, my voice ain't mute. Y'all can't hear me? Nobody can hear me?
I gotta be thankful because I know someone lost their life today.
We're gonna play one more real quick before Max set it up.
Every moment I endeavor to live life the righteous way, to serve with a sense of purpose and let love light the way. Even if I die today, that's just the price I pay.
As always, man, let's show some gratitude. You know what it is?
Seek the divine every night and day. Gratitude for the sunrise, gratitude for the sunshine, gratitude for the moonlight. Every day feels like a new life.
Yeah.
Especially when I meditate. Take a breath and then I elevate. Everything deserves gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude.
Gratitude. Can y'all hear me now? Mic check, 1, 2. We good, live and clear. I just wanted to make sure, maybe pull up. Pull up real quick, man. We gonna before we get to our first guest, Low Life, and obviously we got two guests. Actually, I like to call it a 3-guest combination. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Keytalife, and obviously Keytalife is a part of Low Life, and they got an album releasing, so that's a bomb right there. You know what I'm saying? We got them two different guests stepping in with us on some things, and then obviously D-Class is our other special guest for the night with some poetry, dealing with some things, and I want to just tap in with the brother. He's been, I've been trying to get him. We've been missing each other, so tonight we're gonna make it happen on the 9/11. I guess it's also why Blaze he was in that New York state of mind because of 9/11 vibe or something. What was going on? Took you back to New York or something? What happened? He was in that mood. That was just the mode. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's I want to play the video first, but I'd rather talk to the guest first. Pull up Keytalife. Is he in the back? You know what I'm saying? We play the video. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Yeah, you can pull them all up, all his peoples. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. You know what I mean? Peace. Can y'all hear me?
Peace and blessings.
Peace.
Peace, y'all. How y'all doing tonight, man? Everything good with y'all?
Everything good.
Blessed.
What's up?
Who else?
Keytalife, man. Your mute. Your mic's muted.
Peace. What's good?
Peace. Now I can hear you now. Great, man. Thank y'all
Sir.
for joining me. I think MSE too. Your mic's muted. If you're trying to say anything, MSE, your mic's muted. Just to let you know, so everybody's operating. But everybody else can hear me clear. Y'all, we good, right?
Yeah, we got it.
All right, cool, man. So yeah, man. Low Life, right? Low Life, man. I've been seeing you guys. Obviously, shout out to Keytalife, and that's how I'm functioning to know you guys. At the same time, you guys been doing your thing. You got an album dropping, Flo Life. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Low Life,
sir.
Flow
Yes,
Life.
sir.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I I want to go into it with you guys on a lot of the new album and with your movement, because you have a nonprofit as well as you guys move in your communities. So I want to talk to y'all about that as well. You have a clothing line that I see you guys be promoting, that Polo Life, like Polo Lola. I get it, you know what I mean? So that's a hot branding move y'all did too. But I gotta get at my man Keytalife real quick before we get into this. You know what I'm saying? Keytalife, man. You and Must Bus, we've been playing this song, the video, on the show. You know what I'm saying? And I would like for you just to give the people. We're gonna play the video real quick so people know they see the face now. Because Keytalife is you. You know what I mean? Shout out to Must Bus that helped you put the production together.
Big up my brother Bus.
Yeah.
You know the thing.
Yeah, big up Must Bus for the production and stuff. So on the video, I liked it though. It really captures a hot situation, and I think for what we be doing with history from a historical standpoint and all that, the Freeman and we touch on historical things, so that video fit that narrative. You know what I mean? So we play it for the situation. So what made you, what gave you the idea to do this? Like, what made you do it like that? If you don't mind, the verse, the whole idea.
The whole idea, no doubt, no doubt. First, I wanna shout you out, Mac, because we go back for a minute now, man. You know it's deeper than rap. You know what I'm saying? 100%. But I mean, as far as how the whole idea and everything had went down, man. It was I was actually watching Boondocks, and I'm a big fan of like adult cartoons, what they call it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really ill how they create illustrations that kind of it shows you one thing and it gives you a piece of insight, and it's like it's up to you to either know what they're really trying to project or do your research and kind of like hunt and gather. You know what I'm saying? So I was just watching it, man, and that was actually an episode from Boondocks that I chopped up. I had that in the stash, that music already in the stash for a while, and I started saying to myself, man, I want to start just creating more visuals, more videos for more of the music that I've been making. And when I seen that, I was like, yeah, this right here is kind of ill. If I capture it properly, I can kind of illustrate my words and kind of make it kind of come together. So that's what I did, man. Must Bus did all the production, and in the beginning, that's Must Bus. You know what I'm saying? We trace our roots back. You know what I'm saying? We original men, but as far as like we both Jamaican, so we wanted to kind of bridge that culture into the sound. So I had him started off in the beginning, and then I did all the video cuts, man. So that's kind of how it manifested. You know what I'm saying?
That's a hard joint, man. We gonna get into it. So I gotta play it real quick, and then we're gonna go straight to the album release conversation with the whole group. But I just had to give you a shout out for that. I wanted to play the video, let people see the face behind it. You know what I mean? We've been playing it, so I had to give you the shout real quick again one time for Must Bus. We're gonna play the video. We're gonna be right back, and then we're gonna go into the Flo Life album release joint. All right, so tap in with us.
They should have won the match. They should have won the match. All the light to them. No.
Sway, smooth, Wally, super cat, coolie, wildin'. What's the square mileage? Violent like a pirate, Somalian, a virus. Spread like gossip. My A like more's knowledge. Foreign exotic. 4 doors full of narcotics. My con from Wakanda should be honored to be upon us. Speaking honest, known to blow up. Speaker boxes, my conscious thoughts cerebral, rise above all of the evil. And travel boxes, watching Don Corleone sequel. We wise guys and godfathers, yeah, law God, God is stomping out some pilgrims living in the land of the promise. Understand Nostradamus, I predicted my rise. Sun and moon have attraction power, seen it in the tides. Peep the vibe of mask before COVID, I saw it on. I ain't gripped in my palm, my eyes written what's in Psalms, Holy Bible or Quran. Born this life, word is born. Sample really, Uncle Tom, cars and cars, you've been warned.
If you know the way to do it, you know you should be good man and strive. So try your best in this.
Yeah.
Let's do the right, cause if you don't, you know how it's going to go on with your life, you've been wrong.
Shit hard, bro. Tell you, that's classic material. I'm telling you.
Thank you, man. Hey, yo, for real, you linked me a while back too, man. You was like, yo, you know what I mean? I've been playing your joint. I've been tapping in. And I just appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, kind of broadcasting that, because the way I look at music is it's like information. Whether it happened yesterday or it was made 2 years ago, if you just seeing it for the first time, it's brand new. You know what I'm saying?
Real
So
talk.
you opening up, new opportunities, new eyes for people to kind of, you know what I mean, see what's going on. So salute to you for real.
Ain't no pressure, like you said. It's deeper than rap, man. We go back. I don't got a cap about nothing about me. Feel me? I'm. I come from where I come from. Cut from what I'm cut from. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
You were ready.
So
You were ready.
this right here is situation with us now, and how we here arrived. How did you guys meet? How did y'all come together? Who's the founder? Can I get into that part with y'all when we get there? I'll let y'all kind of give the storyline so people can get some background on y'all. And matter of fact, this is a new album, but how many albums do you guys have under y'all books as a group as well?
Solo groups and solos.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
before you start, let everybody just kind of introduce themselves, kind of, you know what I mean? Let everybody know who they are.
Word. Who want to go first?
Well, I'm Colombian Traffic, aka C Traffic, from Miami, Low Life Miami family, and you can find me all over social media just like that, C Traffic.
For sure. Shout out to you.
Peace, man. I appreciate you having us.
No, for sure.
What up? I go by the name of XS, DJ XS, MC/DJ. These joints that you're going to be listening to, I pretty much mixed all of them. You know what I'm saying? We put everything together down here in the crib, what you see behind me. You know what I'm saying? It's not background, it's live.
What a man.
Real talk.
Yeah, no doubt. So, we just here, man. Thankful that you got us on the autonomous party. This is dope. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you. Big up to Keytalife. You know what I'm saying? He a daddy now. Got to big up to
shout out to him.
Key.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Love is love. Appreciate it.
Newborn. I see that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. The boy was a boy, right?
Nah, it's a girl.
Oh, you got a girl? Oh, I apologize. See, boy, you in trouble. I'm playing. You in trouble. Nah, because she was crying in the background, like, give me your attention, daddy, the other night. I didn't even ask you. We was talking about something else. I didn't even get to talk to you about that. Like, congratulations for real on your daughter, man. That's what's up, man.
More motivation, man. Love is love, man. So, yeah, man. So, I mean, we all kind of connected in different ways, man.
What about MSC right here in the corner?
I'm not sure who MSC is, actually.
MSC? You don't know who MSC? Nobody know who MSC is on the stage with y'all? You had to send them a link. If they not with y'all?
Nah, not that I know of.
Nah.
Oh, we could drop that off then. I mean, we ain't gotta waste it. I know my man D Class in the back, right? All right, so it's just y'all three then, right? That we talking to.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So I mean,
see how that's trolls.
It be like that, man. You got more fans than you know it at all times, man.
Chop.
Real. But yeah, man. I mean, as far as the foundation is concerned, you said Low Life, Flo Life. Low Life kind of started, you know what I mean, in Brooklyn, New York. If you know the history of the Low Lifes, they're solely responsible of bringing polo into an urban community or, environments that we grow and come from. So you could check that out online if you just, look up Low Life history, or, you know what I'm saying. The founders is all our big brothers, you know what I'm saying. Thirst and How, big up Thirst, big up Disco, big up Rack, you know what I'm saying. Prince, you know what I mean. The whole family. But as far as Flo Life is concerned, Flo Life is basically different chapters. We have chapters, Low Life chapters all over the world. You know what I mean, from Japan, Australia, you know what I'm saying, Mexico. Flo Life represents the Orlando and Miami chapter together. So that's how we came up with the name Flo Life. You know what I'm saying? It's a descendant of Low Life. So you know what I mean. So everybody that's on here, Traffic. You know what I mean. Actually, these are my brothers from the Miami chapter.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah, there's chapters on every continent except Antarctica. But I mean, pretty soon those scientists are gonna have the bubble goose low, and they're gonna be throwing L's up in the bunker over there. I mean, so that's the only continent that doesn't have a low chapter. So from Dubai to Mexico, everywhere, And we're thankful that the Miami and Orlando chapter each have like so many talented MCs, producers, DJs, and it just meant to be. And we had two events this year. One time we rented a house in North Miami. The other time we did the Low Life the Low Zone Barbecue in Orlando, Florida. And at both locations, we had the producers with us. And you shout out to El Gato, Junior Ali, the Beat Ministry, good fellow. Um, I mean, the Orlando heads, their fingerprints are all over this new Flow Life album. El Gato did like a bunch of beats. So it's an amazing collabo because they travel with their equipment. So these are like real committed, really inspired the producers. We'll grab one room out of the rental house, turn it into a lab, and we already recorded some crazy stuff for the sequel to this album. So this album is just an introduction of like what happens when you put us together. Like forming like Voltron, two cities came together, diverse skills, MC, DJing, production. So this is just the start. So
All
it's really
right,
exciting.
I got to ask a question because I just know he said 3. I see a Vibe Captain pulled up. So y'all know Vibe Captain, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
y'all deep. I don't want nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I just want to
yeah.
make sure y'all deep.
Chico, what
Deep
up?
on us.
Love, my brothers. Peace. 2L. Salute everybody. Word up. Good to be here. Yeah.
It's an open
We
source
got
to y'all,
a
so
body
who
of a
knows?
song. We got a body of a song on this album, me and the captain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
Called
Last,
Que Eso. Shit is fire.
last minute work. Last minute work.
Diablo que eso.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we?
Yeah,
Matt, can we curse on here or no? We gotta keep it clean.
Man, we live,
It's a
man. We a
family
regular
album.
show. We a hip hop show. We not,
right.
hey, we even know what it is when we talk to these. It's entertainment. I want y'all to be who y'all is. We're not gonna front on it. You know what I mean? This ain't Disney World. This ain't Disney World. You know what I mean? So yeah. So yo, man, with the music though. Okay, so every continent, this chapter, Flow Life. So that's Central down. That's Orlando and Miami. But obviously, you guys are all down here. You know what I'm saying? I think mainly, right? So this album that you guys are coming here to drop on us to give a little insight on it. It's your first album really doing together. This one right here.
Yeah, the two families.
Well, it's our first album doing it with Orlando, but it's not the very first that we put together. We put one before that called Polo and Palm Trees, and it was a Miami family. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying, it just only made sense when we got with Orlando. You know what I'm saying? It was like why do the Miami Orlando thing, right? We might as well just do the Florida thing. It's a statewide thing. So that's where we get the Flow Life, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Flow Life. And then we just went from there. We built with the Beat Ministry, big up to them. You know what I'm saying? We just put everything together, and what you hear is the result of that. That magic when we all get together and throw our hats in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Challenge each other as MCs. You know what I'm saying? As producers. You know what I'm saying? Even reasoning with each other as men. You know what I'm saying? We build. You know what I'm saying? And this is the result of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what you talking about, man? Like when you think of Low Life, like you said, like you thought about Polo, like that's the clothes, but like it's when he said reasoning and building, we really a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? The clothes you see is just a uniform. It just shows that how we have common bonds. We can kind of show it through the clothes sometimes, but it's really a building of brothers. And as you said, we building a community, and everywhere we touch, man, whether it be California, Colorado, Miami, Atlanta, we have brothers that connect with, and it's never nothing to question. Love is love and loyalty.
Yeah, that's what's hot about it, man. Like I said, that's one thing I peep game about it. Just from watching the Instagram, especially when you be back in the day, you've been, obviously showing that you down with this. You know what I mean? And I didn't when I met you, obviously I didn't know this part of you. You know what I mean? But obviously when I seen you start to rap, you know what I mean, and everything, this is what I'm seeing you rap, who you with. So and the footage, all your footage that I see on your, Facebook and different things is obviously showing you with, you know what I mean? So that's how I knew, you know what I'm saying, that this is what you was doing. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm seeing you. So now in the affiliation of Low Life and the Brotherhood and everything, it's a nonprofit organization. That's what's so crazy about it too. Like you guys are really moving in that manner. So shout out to y'all again, you know what I mean, for having that Brotherhood foundation. type
It's
vibe.
called, yeah, man. It's about
Big
growth
up
and
the Big
development.
Earl.
It's
Big up the
about
Big
growth.
Earl because he's the first one to set that. My bad, Key. He's the
Nah,
Big
it's
Earl was
good.
the first one to set that off. You know what I'm saying? He was doing it for Orlando, so we follow suit. Big Earl, he's like the big bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy's been around forever. He did a lot of promotions for shows. That guy's a very integral part of hip hop from way back in New York that he brought it to Orlando. Big Pun, you know what I'm saying? Connections through Terror Squad, all that. Big Earl is, we have to make sure we mention him when we're talking about the nonprofit because we learned it off of him. You know what I'm saying? So big up the Big Earl from Orlando family. We just follow suit. You know what I'm saying? He laid the blueprint down. It just makes sense. We all brothers. We want to get back to the community. It only makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. Real talk.
Yeah. Plus, when you came to a low life event, we would give it away. The food, Thurston and the crew would feed everybody that came. It was no charge, tip if you want. So it was kind of
Yeah.
always like give it to people. Yeah, on all levels.
Yeah.
That's
So
what's
so
up.
what he's speaking about is we had a low life weekend. Love and loyalty weekend in Wynwood. We had it for maybe 9 consecutive years. We had artists from Talib Kweli perform live.
Beat nuts.
Mayhem, Loren, Tekken,
Buckshot.
Steel, Buckshot, the whole boot camp.
Okay.
We would literally have performances live, and it was on 26th Street. For everybody who knows Wynwood 26th between Second and North Miami Avenue. So if you know that block, that's a major street where everybody's kind of moving and grooving throughout the
Mm-hmm.
whole Art Basel weekend. So many times we would turn that block into a block party.
Oh
And,
yeah.
it would not only be in that area where the performances and everybody would be at, and the art galleries also, but it just kind of spurred out into the streets. You know what I mean? Which is some hip hop shit.
Well,
Yeah,
shit, man. I mean, y'all, like I said, that's why I got y'all on here because I heard y'all been doing. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm like. I had to get when he told me y'all dropping the album. I'm like, yeah, let's make it happen. So
I wanted to add to that real quick what Key described the Love and Loyalty Weekend. I got a music video as a solo artist. It's called Once Upon a Time in Dade, and I filmed it at the barbecue. So everything, Key's in it, Excess is in it, and that goes to also explain how many albums we have. Everyone here is a solo artist. Excess, Keys are a duo, and they got 2 records they put out. Just Excess and Keys are like a super duo, and they got tracks on the new Flo Life album. So you have the Excess Keys. The Camo Apparel is like a classic Excess Keys joint.
Definitely.
They're like the Mob Deep of the Flow Life crew. So we got a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
content.
I never heard that one, but
We're
That's a
taking
good one.
it.
I like that.
yo,
That's
I
what's
like
up.
that one. I like that one.
So we got a
Word.
lot of records, but this is a family record.
Yeah.
So do you have the video?
It's an
Can we play the
extension,
video?
an extension of the family.
Send us the video. If you can
You got
forward
the
us.
you got the
What-
camo apparel.
it's
John.
on-
I sent you the
yeah,
camo
camo.
apparel, right?
If you got the video, we can play the video.
We'll
for
send
the
you all
people.
the videos. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yo,
You sent
Camo
them,
Matt.
Apparel.
guy. You got him?
Send them the YouTube link.
Camo
No,
Apparel.
and yeah, send me the YouTube link in the back real quick. Just forward it.
You want
In
me
the
to
back
send
chat.
it to where though? Send it to where?
The back chat, like on here. Just
Okay.
messages on
Okay.
the back chat, the YouTube
Yeah.
joint, and we'll pull it up. You know what I'm saying? We play it live. Is there any songs off the album that you guys
Yeah.
want to highlight tonight too? As far as and how many tracks are on the album that you guys are getting ready to drop?
Question.
And the date.
Oh, it's already out. It's 12 tracks. It's already out. We have it on the Bandcamp, on flowlife.bandcamp. And it's streaming. It's featuring Thurston Howe. We got Planet Asia. We got Shinobi Stalin. Got the whole fam. All of us is on there. So it's a real beautiful joint.
Okay. Okay. Are you guys gonna put it on iTunes or anything else? You're just gonna leave it on Bandcamp. You're gonna expand it to different platforms.
Now we'll probably hit up a DSP later on. You know what I'm saying? But right now we want to maximize that return on
The
on the
exclusivity.
investment. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I ain't
And
mad at
we wanna big up all the loyal fans that's been
That's right.
showing support on Bandcamp. Right now, it's all about our loyal fans. We're all about loyalty. So that's our main emphasis right now.
And Bandcamp is where the artists get paid more. I don't want to
Hey,
not
no, tell the truth. Tell the
You know, I
truth.
don't want to shit on nobody, but it's facts though. You know
Tell
what
the
I'm saying?
truth. I mean, hey,
You
it
get
is
more
what it
bread.
is.
For now.
You create your own ceiling. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Them
So we'll go to the
DSPs is
DSPs
cool, but
eventually. Yeah, we'll
yeah.
get there. But for right now, we just that's what we do.
I got you. So you're gonna have to send me also the Bandcamp link so I can share it too before you
Oh,
guys
no
leave
question,
us
no
tonight.
question.
You know what I mean? So
Oh,
people can
that's
see
real.
that and they can
I'm on it
link
right
into
now,
it.
brother.
Yeah. So send me that one too.
Hey.
And we want to obviously play a couple joints off of it. You know what I mean? So whenever you're ready, you know what I mean? We got it. We're gonna play that video that Traffic was just talking about that we got right now, right? That's the one you sent to me.
No, yeah, Camo Apparel.
Excess Keys, the first single of the Flo Life.
Wow, this is real dope the way you're doing this. You're gonna get that's dope.
Yeah, let's do it.
Real dope.
Excess Keys.
Beat the fly shit.
Hey.
Big up to my man Art Morera. Art Morera shot this video.
Let's try.
Peace to all the wolves. No respect. Look at that. He's like, yo, don't worry about it, son.
I love it.
Again, no respect.
He's funny.
Yo, mad disrespectful. Look at that. Everybody just trying to show love to everybody, but
and they like, nah, son.
Yeah, son.
Who is this guy?
Right.
I know you from where?
That's why I needed a break. I'm like, yo, Pete, hold up, man. Gotta use your bathroom. I gotta get my head right.
No, he woke up and chose violence.
That's exactly what happened.
He was trying to do these. Everybody else chose violence.
You know when you be in your head like, everybody's trying me, yo.
From
Take the
peace
glasses
to
off.
the
That's
inner
when you
beast.
serious.
It was peace
It's
at
like we
first,
take the
and it
glasses
was
off.
like,
Yo, I'm gonna recreate it. Look.
Yeah. Yo, Miami fan. Excess Keys. Orlando fan. Low Shine State. Yo. In a world full of killers, anyone can be an active shooter. You need protection even when you sit at your computer. Incognito mode stuff to hide a user when he browsing 1,000 websites. This is the future. Camouflage web browser. My Dodge Durango truck tough like a German Mauser. Leather seats against my camo trousers. Melodrama theme, strings by the celloist Hauser. Bocelli notes, turn the music louder. Camouflage carpet, subwoofer box with 215s and a blau punked amp. You feel my speakers knock. My sneakers got camouflage laces, so you don't see me coming. Low key in many places, like a sniper in a ghillie suit. Prospects and new recruits not allowed when they see me to throw salutes. I camouflage the truth in any object I produce. To get inside your head quick, it's misdirection that I use. Look, camouflage everything, clothes and gun barrels. Official status, camo apparel. Rambo knife and black nights when I travel. We hide in plain sight, fly, camouflage apparel. Camouflage everything, clothes and gun barrels. Official status, camo apparel. Buckwheat 6-inch Timbs when I travel. Military mind fresh, camouflage apparel.
It's not the game when I'm repping, no question. Might have seen me on Biscayne and 7th LeBron days. Reggie, the good times in Florida, Evans. Shine on my presence, a lost lessons. Taught lessons in the land of the lost in camel shorts. Seen camel toes on handball courts. It left blue balls by handlebars. The course sport fatigued out on the golf course. Golf other thoughts, head in the bed. Horse corpse crossed off the list. Beef, Brock's, Air Force kicks. Got it hooked off one line, Marlin Fish. Slept comfy, left sleeve, blue cheese, chunky jewelry, Connecticut Husky, vintage rugby. Seat with a barrel on reach, cause of Harold. Like Viet Cong and Vietnam, camouflage my shadow. Panama Canal flow, style River now low. Drip water and Flint, black, green, brown, bro.
Camouflage everything, clothes and gun barrels. Official status, camo apparel. Rambo knife and black nights when I travel. We hide in plain sight, fly, camouflage apparel. Camouflage everything, clothes and gun barrels. Official status, camo apparel. Buckwheat 6-inch Timbs when I travel. Military mind fresh, camouflage apparel.
Okay.
I just want to say the star of the video is Key's camo vest. That shit is hard as hell with the tigers on it.
Hell yeah,
very reminiscent of Shogun Shown up,
Show
the
enough.
assassin. You know what I'm saying?
Show enough.
The Shogun of Harlem.
Show enough.
That's what's up, man.
Yo. Want
I
to
have
give a big
camo
shout out.
laces, man. I got some camo laces, man.
We got a
I
part
got
two
mine
coming
because
up. We
Key
got
said it. Key was
Yeah,
like,
yo,
"Yo, you should get some camo laces." I was like, "He's right. I should get some
Yeah.
camo laces."
Yo, we got to big up Art Marrero, man. He
He
illustrated
killed
the
that.
vision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had if you look at the background behind DJ X's, that's where it was recorded at. I just pulled up to the studio. We did our usual, man. We start playing music and we go off on tangents and conversations for like 2-3 hours, and then he was like, "Yo, you all here for music, right?" He ended up throwing on this track in the background, and he already had his verse and the hook. I was like, "Oh," I said, "Yo, this is gonna need a video, bro." I said, "Yo, I'm gonna go record my verse, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna put something together crazy." So shout out to Art Marrero, man. XS held it down brilliantly, man. You know how he campaigned the movement and started that video, man. Shit was crazy.
That's what's
And
up,
that,
man.
that was shot at that house I told you that we rented. And at that house, that's where we turned one of the rooms into a studio. So that's the best thing about, the crew from Orlando, Goodfellow, Gato, Juni Ali, the Beat Ministry, they travel with their tools. I mean, I love that. And immediately we're working, we're creating. So a lot of this album happened like that, spontaneous, in spontaneous locations, a spontaneous meetup. And it's just like hip hop is alive. The creativity is there. If heads don't if people are complaining about the quality of hip hop, you got to dig a little, and you're gonna find heads like these that come together and do great shows and videos.
Big
So you see
facts.
that video was filmed there, and the tracks were recorded, and we have all the photos behind the scenes. Rack Low on his YouTube channel has behind the scenes footage of that weekend.
Entire weekend, yeah. And,
Yeah.
and to further illustrate what Traffic talking about, to show and prove, if you go back and take a look at that video, you'll actually see the scene where Access comes through with the AK Nerf gun, and he starts shooting up the actual studio one of the rooms we turned into a studio. So they was actually recording.
Yeah,
But
we were in the middle of the session.
On that shot, it was all just we just
And he
gonna go
shot
in
us up.
there. Art Marrero just in the background, so that was all natural. That wasn't like let's do it again. Like however it came out is how it came out.
And
you know
just so
what I'm
you
saying?
know, when I was shooting, I was aiming for motherfuckers' heads and everything. I was like,
Yeah, you played that real though.
couple.
You was in full picture for me. You the star of the show.
No,
You the star of the
100%. I
show
go
now.
in.
You
Understand
went
that
in.
anything that I get assigned, I'm going in. You know what I'm saying? We doing it. We doing
Camo
it.
was
Right?
serious.
What are we here for? Are we getting busy or we not getting busy?
Yeah, I like how you played the whole role. You know what I mean? I mean, shoot, what's the next one when you sent this, Key? What's the next joint you sent us?
We got another video that's actually out right now. This track right here is from J Biz. He's actually one of the artists out of the Low Zone family out of Orlando. This was also filmed at that actual weekend. So I'm gonna go ahead and shout out who produced this track. This track was produced by
Juni Ali.
Juni.
Got guns? Yeah, Juni.
Speak on it, CT.
I love this track. But J Biz performed at the Brooklyn barbecue in just right now, just like 2 months ago, hosted by Racklow and Sheena. So it was he blazed this track right here, Got Guns. So it was amazing. Shout out to everybody who went to the Low Life barbecue in Brooklyn.
Big up all Canarsie, Flossie, Seaview, man. That's where the actual barbecue that he's talking about that was hosted by Rack Low was actually out in Canarsie.
Canarsie
Dope
Park,
event. If I'm 100% correct, Rack Low so that was the first time he actually had a live performance.
Yeah,
he's been having many annual barbecues in the summer in various parks all throughout Brooklyn. So shout out to CT, Kingdom, J Biz. They rep for the Flo Life family.
Oh yeah.
Word.
It was a blessing, to perform in Brooklyn. New York is amazing. And
That's
we
what's
gotta,
up.
keep supporting and bragging them, and all the families came together. So that's like the Miami fam, the Orlando fam went to show love to the Brooklyn fam, New York fam. But we had people from Denver. Big shout out. There's a Denver chapter starting up. So a lot of people came from the four corners from Japan, came to that Brooklyn barbecue, and like I say, we're like the second generation of the lowlifes. We're not the founders. The founders got their stripes. The founders are worldwide. Founders are in movies. The new polo shirt book by Ralph Lauren has Thurston Howell in it. So the founders already are recognized. They're
Real
already
talk.
respected by and one of the things that Thurston Howell was stressing is that fashion is one of the elements of hip hop. So the
Real
Ralph
talk.
Lauren, the style brought us together, but I'm wearing a low life. You can get this from Thurston if you DM him. So we're doing our own fashion too. So that's one of the inspirations from the polo shirt book. Ralph Lauren talks about the knits, about how to make clothes and the philosophy between like making like quality clothes. But when the low lives get together, we do fashion battles, like MC battles, but with fashion. Like who put together the best outfit, who has the most rare pieces, the shoes. So that's what Racklow. So that's a whole different type of hip
That's
hop
culture.
battle.
That's
It's
culture. Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to learn.
Even for the kids, the kids have their own competition. You know what I'm saying? Like when we say we give back to community, we start within ourselves. You know, like we all link up. We have kids. We bring all our kids together. We all hang out and
Right.
we passing it down generation. It's just all about having morals and principles, man. And you know, we just all happen to love hip hop. You know,
And that's a
what it's all
beautiful
about.
thing, man. We're gonna get to this video then right now. We're gonna pull that up. You know what I mean? Play that next. You know what I mean? So everybody can get to know Low Life.
J Biz, Junior
What's
Lee.
up, J Biz?
Flow Life.
Beat Ministry.
Because you know what I'm saying? Natural, you know what I mean? It's like
Shot at the same house the same weekend.
Yo. Eating broccoli and black and salmon, the beat slamming, head nodding, toe tapping, straight from yard with Bob we jamming. I interrupt your regular programming to bring you these 4 angles, consist of 90 degrees, completion while the devil cheats extinction. I fight him with conviction and turn your white clan sheet crimson. You can grand drag on that. The kick go boom, the snare go back. With Bizza Tech on Juniali tracks is a rap. And the dough on stack, and the mind up lift, and the flow down pat. Niggas saying I'm the GOAT. I don't know all that, but I'm addressing all the smoke, and the flow blow back. Bah! You got guns, we got guns too. You got funds, we got funds too. You from the O, then you know how we do. It's low zone, just BM is the crew. You got guns, we got guns too. You got funds, we got funds too. You from the O, then you know how we do. It's low zone, just BM is the crew. The rhythm hit him like a Rakim victim. The pain I inflict them and let them know we ain't bullshitting. The brain manifests the vision that look ill like this. 5 fingers combining the black fist. Provisions cause the devil teach division. I cut them with precision. They dickheads and need a circumcision. You can politic on that. The kick go boom, the snare go back. With Bizza Tech on Juniali tracks is a rap. And the dough on stack, and the mind uplift, and the flow down pat. Niggas saying they the GOAT. I don't know all that, but I'm addressing all the smoke, and the flow blow back. Bah! You got guns, we got guns too. You got funds, we got funds too. You from the O, then you know how we do. It's low zone, just BM is the crew, my nigga. You got guns, we got guns too. You got funds, we got funds too. You from the O, then you know how we do. It's low zone, just BM is the crew. Yeah.
Y'all give me that, like, we just talking about boot camp click and all that, you know what I'm saying? They give me that boot camp click kind of vibe. I don't know why I just got that. We were just talking about it, and then y'all come on and it's like how y'all got y'all different clicks, but it's y'all, yeah, you know what I mean? It's just how I like how y'all give me that vibe though.
Yes.
Salute.
Yeah, you keep that boom bap hip hop, like you know what I mean? Like gritty, just real. Give me that. Yeah, man. Like
I guess it's like the antidote to all of the stuff going on, because you know we did grow up on the boom bap, but we're also elevating. We got the nonprofit. We're in the community. We're raising children, so we're still keeping the hip hop vibe going with a whole different perspective, different vibe perspective. A lot of us want to stay healthy and build up. Just enjoying life.
That's what's up, and I appreciate y'all for tapping in with us for this first hour tonight, man. I know I only got y'all for the first hour. I got another guest coming up in a few minutes. I want to give y'all this last 10 minutes though before we pull our next guest up. The album, right? You said it's on
Bandcamp.
it's on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
We're gonna pull that up,
Yeah,
right? You
I
gave me
sent
that
you the
link. I'm
link.
gonna show it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show everybody this so they can see Bandcamp, you know what I mean? And again, I want y'all to just give me a couple of the songs. And obviously, if there's anything y'all want to shout out, you know what I mean? This is your time. And I appreciate y'all for coming and vibing with me either way. Is anything y'all want to say particularly about the album? Who goes first? However y'all want to do, because it's four of y'all here.
The
I'm gonna
intro
play,
is
show this joint though.
It's the beginning of many more, because we already got many more in the chamber already. So I'm excited about the sequel too. But yeah, go enjoy it.
That's a dope way to put it. It's definitely the beginning of many more things to come, both collectively and individually. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on. Everybody's, putting their work in. These are all bangers, bro. I mean, like all the, we were very selective with what we put on, and I mean, there's not really much left to say. I try to anytime I'm involved with something. My bad, Rolo. Anytime I'm involved with something, I kind of try to make it to. I kind of try to make something that is enjoyable all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something that you're gonna have a good time listening to. That's the DJ side of me, right? Like on some DJ shit. Like when I put something together for anybody I've done a mixtape with, Keith could tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like when I be putting the mixtape together, even Traffic. I think I did one for you too. I can't remember, but I fucking anybody I've done a mixtape for, I always try to put it like to where it's like you could rock the whole joint. You know what I'm saying? We try not to have fillers.
Yeah,
Right.
we got a deep team. Basically what he's saying, we got a deep team, and we got more people that you're gonna hear on the next album. Mainly because as we keep going and we keep spreading this gospel, I like to call it the gospel because it's hip hop is the culture, it's the life that we live. So when we're spreading this truth, other people connect to it, and our family continues to grow. So we're gonna have more features on the next joint. I want to big up E Diggs. E Diggs got some beats in the cut that we're gonna be jumping on to next, as well as Beat Ministry, and that's probably the captain over there with his whole
Was that Pearl?
Dog pound. That's Chico Corrupt. You know
Chico Corrupt.
Dog pound.
Hey, Captain, you wanted to say something? You wanted to say something, Chico?
She's still barking, but no, I was just gonna say the album is the essence of the art form, man. Beats and rhymes, raw. You know what I mean? Something that's missing. So and it's definitely like it was fun. I really didn't see the whole process, but like the end of it and checking out what happened without me, being a part of everything, to me it's fun. And it's super positive that these two different parts of the state came together, and like they were saying, man, they got the stable of producers over there. So it made it real easy. The next one thick too, so
That's what it is, man. And shout out to you, the vibe captain. You got to have a vibe to have that name. You got to have a vibe, right? I know you seem like you laid back right now, but I mean, you got to be the one that turns up.
Yo, he gonna be in my next video, so he's a b-boy at heart. He pop lock. I got all the cardboard ready. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I fell in love with the coaching.
You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep. He a humble dude, but he got many talents.
Yeah,
hey, we might have to get together and do like a collaboration party or something. You never know.
Hold on.
I said we might have to get together and do a little collaboration party. Back in the day, and for instance, he fell off. But back in the day, like pool parties and all that stuff known in the city. You know what I'm saying? So
if you know Lauderdale, and you know that area that he's talking about is the Jamaican, Trini, Haitian. That's the big culture side of town. So that pool party that he's talking about, that's a historical ground for reggae parties. And that hotel itself is historical, but the party, yeah. Mac got his hands in that. So yeah, Mac, you already know, bro. You're ready.
Yeah, man, them days is gone though, man. It's past us. We made history, right, Blaze? We kind of already open and show clock. You know what I mean?
That's why it's new chapters, man. New chapters. That's why we building
always
now.
moving. We keep
We
it
gonna
moving.
come
We
up with
make
more
history, keep it
ideas and
moving. You know,
Hip hop
facts,
culture.
facts.
it's like
That's
coaches,
it.
like you said, it's about the coaches, not about.
Yeah.
I'm not holding on to what we did. We did it. We did it in our community. People in
But
our community know what it
we're gonna
is,
take that. We're gonna
and we're
take that
gonna
and we're
we
gonna
gonna
build
keep it
from it.
moving.
Yeah,
Right.
we're
We're
gonna
gonna
build
build
from
from
it. We're
that
gonna build from it.
and
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna link, man.
culture.
We gotta make it happen.
We're gonna do something
100%.
though. I want to play one more video before I slide out of here with y'all. Right? We got one more video for them. We're gonna play one more video of yours that
I have to cash
for the
out.
on the joint. You know what I mean?
Oh, this is a solo track, the one that I sent over there. You can play it if you want to, but this one just describes the whole Love and Loyalty weekend. But if you got
Okay.
something else, but yeah, that's
Is
just
there another one that y'all sent? Do you want to pick before we pick this one? Is it something else you gotta want to pick
Flo
before we get
Life,
out of here?
Flo Life
It's,
video.
it's
There is the Kung Fu calligraphy video. I think to do one
yo,
more
it's
Flo
all
Life,
good.
one more
It's
Flo
all
Life.
good. We talked about the barbecue. Speak on why this is connected to the barbecue. Talk about the clips and you know what I mean.
What the
Yeah,
video?
so-
That which one?
Yeah,
The one?
this is my solo track, Once Upon a Time in Dade, and I filmed it at the last big barbecue we did in Wynwood. So this
Okay.
was before the shitdemic, and we were doing like the craziest hip hop shows, like we described all these people that were there, and it's love, and they came from like the whole team investing together. We cooked for the community, and we did it at Grandma's house originally on 26th Street, at Thurston's house, Grandma, and so this video is not from the Grandma's house, but it was when we were at the 004 Connect, the graffiti spot. But we have photos from back in the day. So it was a real historic block party that we did during Art Basel, and we invited the whole hip hop community because Art Basel attracts like people like P Diddy and Jadakiss and whatnot. So when everybody was in town, they came to us as the after party. They came to us. That's why I have a photo with Cord Mega that I can't publish because me and him were both shit faced. And it was like at the end of the night, we both looked like ass, but it was a great time. So I have like Shabam Sadiq came out. Like I got this bear, the polo bear right here from Shabam at the event. So because it was also an art gallery, you know what I mean? So Shabam Sadiq, big shout out. He gave me the Biggie bear.
Okay.
So it was art, it was culture, it was fashion, fun times. And that's what the low lifes do. Is promote love, positivity, and creativity. That's the best thing about hip hop is it's like a family culture that also respects skills. And we want everybody to bring your skills, have fun, doing what you do.
That's what it is, man. That's why I'm glad y'all here with the party right now, expressing y'all culture and sharing it with the people. We want people to support what you're doing too at the same time. That's what it is about love, right? So we're gonna play this last video real quick before you guys slide out of here on us tonight. I appreciate y'all for joining us, by the way. It won't be the last. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 2 hours.
Tap in.
Man in the building, Brick City's finest, marijuana smoker, about them bars, bitch, you already know. See traffic, what the fuck is up, bro? AKA Colombian traffic. I know about you, nigga. Yo, that boy See Traffic got a song out right now. Once upon a time in Dade.
Dade, what you know about Dade? Dade, what you know about Dade?
Big up, roll up.
Dade, what you know about Dade? Dade, once upon a time. Squad too ill, spot too chill, block get filled, head that real. Traffic coming through, man, I put it down with the low life posse, the illest crew in town. Miami fam, the set that be reppin'. Love and loyalty is the weekend in question. Spark a session in the Wynwood section, 26th Street, step and repeat. DJ getting loud, you can hear him down the street. That's how them low life creep. Street getting crowded, party overflowing, fire upon the grill. Kiko had it going, excess came through with chuletas and maletas, polo bear sweaters. We get fresher. Old low treasures had heads under pressure. You couldn't figure out who had the best low collection. Yo, son, they were coming with all kinds of crazy outfits. Never even knew existed. That's where the Keytalife and Kingdom come. Dade, what you know about Dade, once upon a time. Dade, what you know about Dade, once upon a time. Spot too chill, blocks get filled with heads that's real. We got Wynwood jumping cause my crew got clout. Party just started and the beer ran out. Me and Drew loaded the run so we bounce. Took a rental car up the Biscayne route, but it was congested. And Flacco sent a message: we need more paint from the double O connection. Graph heads bombing and the murals getting large. Serum came through, he was tagging up the walls. Crazy Legs was there, every element's involved. The illest hip hop Dade County ever saw. And Grandma's house was the name of the place where you can fix a plate and congregate with the greats. And our gracious host was Voodoo Ray, and Thurston Howe ripped the mic and didn't even use the stage. Yo, son, he was in the middle of the street with the Dolce Chacon outfit, looking like Moses in the sea of people. Hey, what you know about? Hey, what you know about? Hey, what you know about? Hey, yo, Juju was there, Psycho was there, Quali was there, Mayhem was there, cause we're the after party after A-Well's clear. Head saved up for the strip the whole year. Hip-hop converged in the Wynwood streets, from Buckshot to Coco Bees to Brother Marquis. Starring Planet Asia, rock the mic major, and non-bartenders are A1s and Deja. EFN and Crazy Hood brought the cases. My drink's too hard, I seen the screw faces. Took a break, some girls gave me static. I seen B1 roll up the Puff Magic. I came green on the scene to share cabbage. Low Life founders astounding low fashion. Then Dro Pesci brought a bottle of rum, just in time for me to get up on the mic and spit. Yo, good looking out, Dro. I went hard on the mic that night.
Traffic is killing shit.
He rapping about the actual situation. You know what I'm saying? I like how you really rapping about the whole weekend. You know what I'm saying?
See traffic in the building.
Traffic definitely killed this video. This was a crazy video.
Redman holding it down.
Let's get it.
Word.
Nah, Top, you killed that.
Culture was like,
that
what?
video was
Yeah,
dope.
like that really is Wynwood. Like, you know what I mean? For people that don't know it, like anybody that's watching from other places, you know, we got people tapped in from the West Coast and everywhere else. And, you know, y'all are out down here with me, you know what I'm saying? So when people know, like, I knew that some folk come visit us, we took them down to Wynwood so they can kind of see the graffiti and how, you know what I mean, that culture now is. And like that hip hop scene is definitely, you know what I mean, like an underground kind of more vibe, but it's still outside, so it's different. You know what I mean? It's not it's not South Beach. It's not South Beach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely not. Definitely not. And that's how. And what you see there is how we had it popping for real. That's footage from the actual events.
Like how them events be. Like literally how they be looking. I've been to many events just like that. So like I felt like I was in Wynwood watching an event, and that's how it would be. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be. You got your you got your black, you got your Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Miami. You're not gonna be. It's a very it's hip hop too. It's crazy.
It's an emphatic point. It's an emphatic point of everything that we was talking about. The best way to describe it was that video right there, man. Because, you know, just to kind of tap into what you just said about Wynwood, you know what I mean? You got to always remember, too, that once upon a time in Dade, it was actually illegal to put graffiti anywhere, whether it be the walls, whether it be the tri-rails, whether it be the girl, you know what I mean, the tracks. And the culture just, people was getting locked up, beat up. We got a lot of, like, conversations with real OG graffiti dudes from Miami, and for to see Wynwood the way it is right now, which is a culmination of, yo, this is our lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could try to do whatever we want. It's like fighting the oppressor almost in a way. You know what I'm saying? We're like, yo, you're gonna do whatever you want to do, but we gonna do whatever we gonna do. And now it's just a part of Miami history. Wynwood. Peace to everybody that's been repping for that love and loyalty year after year, for real.
Yeah. Well, sure. I thank y'all for joining us tonight. I had to go a little over with y'all just to on your last comments before y'all leave me, man. Thank y'all, DJ XS, Traffic, Keytalife.
Thank you for having us, man. Much appreciated, man.
Much love, man. Tap in with us, man. We're gonna definitely tap back in with y'all.
Salute.
You know what I mean?
Big up all the people who checked out the interview tonight, man. Yo, at Keytalife, you see the name right there. Hit me up on every social media link. I'm out here.
For shizzle.
2 L's.
Peace, man. 2 L's.
2 L's, my bros.
I'm in Lauderdale, dude, so I throw L's up too. You heard? We throw L's up too.
3 L's. 3 L's.
Yeah, I mean, we from Lauderdale, so we throw L's up too. You heard? We throw L's up too. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's our culture too. All right, yo, peace,
big up Must Bust on the check-in. Don't know the thing.
Must Bust. Easy now. All right, yo, peace, yo.
Peace out.
I mean, that was a good interview with our first guest tonight, Flo Life. Low Life, my man Keytalife. My man D Class is back there, right? Let's pull him up, man. Let's get straight to our second guest, man. Class.
Yo, what's good?
What's good?
Chilling. Yo, that was a nice interview, man.
Oh, is guest with you?
Yeah, that's my people's, man. That's Tarzan the Skill, brother. That's my brother. That's my brother right there. He's tapping in just to be a part of us.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I appreciate him vibing with it. You got your guests. You a guest of mine, whoever's a guest. Hey, I ain't no scared.
We're family, bro. We're family affair.
Ain't nothing. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is, man. I've been missing to have a conversation with you for a minute because a lot of people don't know, and I always like me and you have a real story.
We have a real history, Mac. I mean, like I say this all the time. You was my first friend when I moved out here to Florida, B. When I first came out here from New York, B, I hated it out here. I was a rebel. I couldn't stand Florida. I've grown to appreciate and love Florida, you know what I mean, and what it is.
Of course.
But you were the first cat I met, and you was a Florida cat. You wasn't a New York cat. And I was like, yo, this kid is cool. You know what I mean? And we vibed, we chilled, and it's been peace ever since, man. And that's 1994. That's how far we go back, bro. 94, I moved out here.
94, I remember.
Yeah, that's freshman year.
In history class. We were in history class together.
Yeah, that's right. That's when
crazy enough.
Biggie's album first came out. That was when Wu-Tang first came out. Nas first came out. And that hip hop is what really solidified our friendship. You know what I mean? That culture, just being together in that class. At that time it was a different world. Trump wasn't president then, but it was like if he was, right? They had it was a culture shock. They had kids with civil the flag. What's that? Rebel flag. Confederate flag. Big wheels. It was like a lot of racism. It was tough, right? We had our table, right? We had our little table, Little Africa.
They called it Little Africa.
It was like Higher Learning. Remember the movie Higher Learning? It was just like that. So being one of the few black and brown people in that school, we got together quick and the rest, as they say, is history, bro. That's a real life story. We've been friends ever since.
We changed the culture of Western. I don't give a damn.
Absolutely,
bro. I don't give a damn. Anybody can talk on it now. Yeah. Come see me about that. I don't give a damn. I pull up to Western right now.
Yes. Hey, listen, go full circle. Full circle. My oldest son graduated from Western. How crazy is that?
How about this? My nephew just graduated from Western.
Exactly. And now they got a Latin principal. They got black principal. It's like the culture. It's like
it's changed.
It's not what we grew up with, but it's better, in my opinion. It's like that finally integrated.
Shout out to our peoples that was. Yeah. I gotta give a shout out to my peoples at least that thought to move out into an area where I guess coming from certain lifestyle is way better lifestyle than dealing with other shit. You know what I mean? So
it was a culture
to deal with some folks that even though don't like us type shit. Right. You know what I mean?
But we were the trendsetters. We set the precedent. We definitely laid down the foundation. Me growing up in Harlem, that's where I'm from, Spanish Harlem. Coming out here, like I said, it was a culture shock. But in retrospect, my parents, well, my mom in particular, my aunt, my grandmother, were the people I came out here with. They were like, people that came out here and set the flag, set the precedent. They wanted better, right? And that's what it's all about. You want to do better for the next generation. So in that same thread, that's what I'm all about. I'm all about breaking generational curses and doing better for the next generation, right? Because my mother made her sacrifices in order to get me out here. Now I got to make sacrifices for my kids to get them to a higher level, right? Because now, when I first came out here, seeing palm trees was like crazy. I was grew up in the projects. Now palm trees to me, I got to be careful not to become numb to the beautiful things that around me. Now I wake up, I see a palm tree, I'm like, palm tree. But there's still people in the blocks where I'm from, never see that. So it's very humbling, and you got to stay on point and with gratitude. Right? Gratitude, and be thankful, be humble, and just play it forward. And that's what I'm about now. So I've done a lot of growth because that same knucklehead kid that you met, that we were friends, just like you, we've evolved and we've become better men, parents, and we better for it. You know what I mean? So thank God, because there's a lot of people in our generations that I'm sure we could go name a couple of names at the top that ain't have the opportunity to get where we at. So every day above ground is a blessing, and I give thanks to the Most High.
That's real.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. Before we go into, basically what the poetry part of what I know your skill set, I
Yeah.
know you still be going to, you be doing a lot of poetry spots in Miami. You're
Mhm.
known for doing poetry in the community as a, that's like I said, evolution. You always written from when I knew
Yeah.
you in '94. You
Yeah.
was
I
always
was always yeah.
into it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
was always reading. I was always writing. That's one thing that
You know
you
what
and
I
I got
mean?
in common. Always reading, when it came to, Malachi York and
You
the
had them
scrolls.
magazines from then. You know
You know
what I'm
what I
saying? A lot
mean?
of people
The
don't know that shit.
scrolls. Yeah.
Yeah, had them joints. He came from out of New York in '94 with the
Yeah.
Scrolls. You know what I'm saying? I
That's
was like,
it.
nigga, how you get this?
That's it, man. So
You know
so
what I mean?
as you know, being a practitioner, of divine magic, right? Which is our culture, right? Just knowing
Right.
higher learning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Malachi definitely sent us all on a path to seek knowledge, right? To seek right knowledge and to question. Because one of my favorite things he would put in the books, right? Don't believe me, check it out, right?
Go check it out.
So
But some
what
people
we
ain't
will
go check it out.
nah, some
I think
people
we
ain't
was
check it
young.
out.
We was young, you know
Right?
what I'm saying? Like
But
we was
yeah,
young getting it, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it was different.
I
Culture
mean,
and
I remember,
everything.
I
You know what
remember
I
me
mean?
and you. We battled. We battled a priest, not a priest, a pastor,
A pastor.
a
A
pastor.
pastor. Yeah.
And we kind of shook him a little bit, just because
Yes, we did.
once again, we were indoctrinated with certain things. Our parents did the best that they could with what they knew, right? But once
Right.
we started figuring things out for ourselves, like we took it upon ourselves to go into that, and knowledge became, our thing. So, I've always been priding myself on reading and writing and researching different things and going on different rabbit holes. Now, with the invention of the internet, anybody
Right.
could be a so-called, prophet or expert, and they fact
Uh-huh.
check everything. But back then, you had to like really go to the library, check out a book, take the knowledge and really adapt it. Now people just read headlines, and if you
That's
know
true.
a little something, you could speak to it, and they're expert, right? Everything is passe, it takes a higher level of thought to really go into these things. Because we were talking about
Real
the
talk.
Illuminati back in '94 when people were like, "Huh?" Now it's just a catchphrase.
It's
So
real.
and that's a good segue into today, right? Today's 9/11. Today is a day of
9/11.
infamy, right? And we could talk about mad different conspiracy things about the day, the date, numerology. There's a lot of different things with this day. But what's significant to me about this day, 2001, September 11th, right? This is in 2001. So this is 21 years later today. But when September 11th happened, right, I wrote a poem about it on Saturday, September 15th. And that particular poem is what set me on what being a spoken word poet. Because like you said, I always like to rhyme. I kind of wanted to be an MC, but I didn't have the flow right for some reason. I have asthma, right? So my breath control was never right. I couldn't just get that rhythm, that cadence, that 16 bars. I couldn't chop my shit in 16 bars. I just wrote too much.
Right.
So I remember writing, just free writing. I would write a lot of free writes, write a lot of, and then I realized, what I'm doing is called spoken word, because I listened to, if you remember back in the days, BET had Caribbean Rhythms with Rachel. Yeah, I remember Caribbean
Yeah,
Rhythms.
yeah.
Well, she had a show, right, about spoken word, and they had Mums the Schemer. He was a poet. They had my man, damn, they had a couple of like famous poets on there, like for that time period. Jessica Caramore, a couple of different ones. And when I seen that art, I was like, yo, that's what it is I do. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times I might not be with the rhythm. I'm a little offbeat with my cadence. And
Right.
and when I wrote that first poem, brother, it's called The Grand Plan, which I'm gonna spit for y'all in just a second. I got together with some of my homeboys and some people, like you remember Nick Boyer,
Yeah, of
Sebastian.
course.
This is all family.
So I
This
be
is
on
all
it all the
family.
time.
Yeah, yeah, Seb, I know
The
he's a
approved guy.
he's a
You see
staple of
how
the
he's
show.
evolved?
Yeah,
He's
yeah, of course. Yeah, that's my
approved
guy.
guy.
That's my
Yeah.
guy. So this is family. So Nick actually put the battery in my back. He's like, yo, let's go somewhere for you to perform. And the first time I performed, bro, on stage, spitting the grand plan, mind you, 21 years ago, got a standing ovation, bro. And I was like, yo, I ain't rhyme, I ain't spit, I ain't talking about, and all respect to hip hop, but you know what I mean. We come from that violent era, right? That Mob Deep, Locks, Wu-Tang. Like you can't sell drugs and have guns all the time, right? Gotta have something. It's like I love that violent stuff, but there's parody. You gotta have different things. So when I realized, poetry was kind of like my thing, I just kind of stuck with it, bro, and I evolved and into the
You
writer
did.
that I am, not to the
You
writer that
did.
I am, and and I
I've
appreciate
caught
that.
you. I've caught you live, by the
Yeah,
way.
bro.
You
So
know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
it's
I've
a
seen
beautiful
you,
thing.
you know what I mean? So I know that you do this thing for real. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And we about the cultures, like how I bring on
absolutely,
earlier. You know what I mean?
hmm
I've always been about the cultural community. I act like
absolutely.
I love history, and everybody that knows it about me have always been into it.
Facts.
The occult,
Yeah,
conspiracy theory, like you just said, all
all of
that
that,
stuff. That's
all that,
9/11.
all
You
of
know
that.
what I mean? So
hmm
in the manner of, I thought to walk through the portals, through the pillars, walk
hmm
through the towers.
hmm
I mean, higher learning,
Absolutely,
we're
very
gonna climb
symbolic.
that ladder. You
Very
feel me?
symbolic, right? Jacob's
Yeah,
ladder, right? It's those
yeah,
towers, it's those pillars. I mean,
yeah.
there's so much symbolism, and when you start studying the occult and masonry and all these things, it's all about symbols, bro. Because it's not what they say, it's what they don't say, right? Because the best way
Yeah.
to hide a lie is between two truths. So they hit you with something, they hit you with something, and they hit you with the symbols. Like just like colors, the McDonald's symbol, everything, every type of symbol has a double meaning. So when you start to focus on that, that's really my favorite pillar of hip hop is the knowledge, and
Me
which is
too.
like which is really the missing pillar, right? So you got,
Right. That's that
you know what I
Doc.
mean?
You heard me? I
That's
call it
that's the
Doc.
yeah, that's
Like
like
Darth
exactly.
Vader. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's the force, right?
I'm
Because
Luke
everything,
Skywalker. You heard me?
exactly, all that knowledge is
You
what
heard me?
radiates everything.
Real
The
talk.
skill set from the DJs, but it's the knowledge of digging in the crates, right?
Mm-hmm.
The graffiti, but it's the knowledge of trying out your different tips and knowing,
Conscious of the sample.
yeah, the conscious of the sample, right? So it's all
You
that
know what I mean? Like,
knowledge,
what made you even think, like, so
right?
I want you to give him something. And well, we don't want to be rude real quick. You got
All
to
right, no
guess.
problem.
How did you bring him on?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you
So
introduce him?
this is my brother Tarzan the Skilled, very very talented brother. I've
Peace.
met Tarzan years ago when I was trying to get my fitness game up. Tarzan is a specimen, yo. He's a ex boxer, ex UFC fighter. Very
Okay.
into health and fitness, but he's also into the higher learnings, the higher level of teachings, like we're talking about. He has a large following, and a large community of people that he engages as well. So I just want to invite him to share his platform as well, and just
Okay, that's what's up.
just tap into the culture.
Appreciate that, man. I appreciate you just introducing me. See, that's what you do, class. So you know me that long, so I know you
Yeah.
always got
Yeah,
you
well,
got a
we
good
always gotta,
intention of why you
yeah,
do
we always
things.
gotta,
You
we
heard
always
me?
gotta, connect dots. My man
Yeah,
has
that's
like,
real.
he has over what 300,000 followers. So I want to tap him into the autonomous party, Tarzan the Skilled, and it's all the community because we're
Real
all
talk.
about advancing ourselves, right? It's the culture, but it's also
Right.
about bettering ourselves. Like, and
Real
I just
talk.
before we get into a poem, I just want to speak to a little bit of my platform. My
Yes.
platform, similar to my brother Sebastian, I'm all about financial literacy and advancing ourselves. So my wife and I, we have our own business, Class Consulting, where we do life insurance. We do IULs, right, which is putting your money so that it could compound, right, through interest. We do life estates. We do all that kind of things. I do health insurance as well. So I'm all about, mind, body, spirit, and just advancing. Because anyone could be rich, right? Anyone can make it rich, but it takes
Right.
concerted effort to be wealthy, right? Because once you're wealthy, you're dealing in a whole nother ball game. You got to keep your money, you got to protect your money, you got to watch your money, because if you don't, someone out there is gonna get it. You know what I mean?
That's a
Either
fact.
taxes, there's something. So I just want to really share that if anybody needs any type of advice, financial advice, or any type of investments, get at me. Get at me, because that's a whole nother thing that I do on a professional level, and we could
Real
do that
talk.
there. But
And
with that
again,
said,
shout out to you on that because
mhm,
I know you do that. I know that
mhm,
you, like Sab, I know you, but like professionally wise,
yeah,
y'all both do the same thing. You know,
no,
I gotta give
absolutely,
love
no,
to both of
no,
y'all.
no,
So I
of
ain't
course,
being
of
biased.
course.
You know, I
No,
ain't
no,
being
no, no.
never
There's
gonna
no bias. No, and I
never being
love my
biased.
brother Sebastian. My brother Sebastian is he's on another level with it. I like to work with businesses as well, but he takes it to a whole nother deeper level. So that's a beautiful thing. But
Right.
I just keep it more,
But you gotta
families.
right.
Families. I help families with their children. Do $1 million baby plans, things like that. And there's no competition, so it's all love.
Of course, it's all
You know,
love.
it's like Coke and Pepsi. You know, we could occupy the same space. You know,
Indeed.
Sebastian has his core and his group, and I have mine. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're still brothers, and there's
See, you got a
no
schedule shit
competition.
with Sebastian. See, look, let me text this
Well, he's
man
a
right
busy
now.
man, bro. He's a busy man. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
got to text Sebastian.
And I've learned a lot from Sebastian. I consider Sebastian my older brother, so I've
Real
learned a
talk.
lot, and I've been able to work with him, work under him, learn from him, and vice versa. So there's never no love lost with the Boyers. That's my family. You know
Real
what I mean?
talk, man. Shout out to the
Absolutely.
boys. Shout out to
Absolutely.
his mom. Shout out to the
Yes,
mom.
Marcia. I mean,
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
clan, bro.
Shout
The
out
whole
to the
clan.
mom.
That they were the first ones that from our crew that really I saw like they started their own business. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, this could definitely be done. So if anything, they've inspired me because I worked for them. You know what I'm saying for a while for Orange Financial. You know, I helped them
Right. I
bring
remember
Orange
that.
Financial off the ground, and they keep doing it. And much respect to them for that. And I've learned a lot through financing and all of that kind of stuff. We used to do business loans. You know, we started out in a little tiny room, like a boiler room, calling. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right. Right. I remember
And
that.
harnessing
I've
our
been there.
skills, and we blew it up to the spot on South Beach that we had in Wynwood. We had an office,
Right.
and
I mean, y'all was doing your thing.
yeah, we was definitely doing a
Real
thing.
talk.
But like you
Yo,
said,
so
everything
shit, everything
evolves and
evolved.
manifests. You know?
Real talk. And you in your lane, so that's why I respect you too. So, I mean, do you want to kick a poem first, or you
Yeah,
want the brother?
no, I
How you
could
want to do
kick the
this?
poem. I could kick the
Does
poem.
the
I could
brother
kick
have
the
anything
poem.
to say real quick before we
Tarzan,
get there?
you want to jump in? You want to
Tarzan,
jump in?
tap in? Is anything you want to say, brother? Peace.
Pleasure, brother. Pleasure. It's a welcome audience. I appreciate you. I'm here for my man's side. Not much of things that I can say. I'm much of an educator. I'm a liberator. I'm a go-getter, you can say. I love what you guys have here. I love the platform. I'm always looking for opportunities. And this is a great opportunity what you guys are doing for a young generation that are unaware of the culture. What I kind of do is the cymatics of the culture. You guys are kind of like the forefront. What I'm more or less is like Confucius. I'm more of a strategist. I kind of sit behind the scenes and see how the vibrations move and that'll. But my man here he's actually my financial advisor for many years now. And we together have a lot of things in plan, doing a lot of things, charitable events, opening school systems, deprogramming the profiles of the congregations through the human profile. We're doing DNA, phenotype, prosperous of nutrition, fitness, programming, and Netflix. We're not just going to stop there and just doing everything else. So I just want
And
to say appreciate you guys.
we're gonna be opening up a gym soon. You know,
Word.
a gym's coming soon where Tarzan, he's an amazing trainer. He's awesome with youth and just people in general, getting them motivated with the fitness. Like the man, he's an Adonis. He's like, you know, Bruce Lee under his clothes. He has discipline, and you know, he's always getting on me that I need to go ahead and work out a little bit more. But he has my kids. He has my kids on point. So we're gonna open up a facility coming soon with fitness, nutrition, you know, eating right, financial literacy, just, you know, health is wealth, from health financially, mentally, spiritually. So we're trying to do something for the community, and that's in process.
Oh, word. We're gonna have to link up then.
Yeah,
Tarzan, you down here? He down here with us? Oh, we're gonna have to
Absolutely,
link up,
brother.
man. We're gonna have to link
Every
up, man.
Friday, I
We can
teach. You
make
guys
that
can
happen.
find me on all my platforms: TikTok,
Okay.
Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah, he got beautiful daughters. You know, y'all both girl dads. Y'all both girl dads. You know, I got the
Yeah.
boys, but
Yeah, he
you know,
got the boys, man.
I got three boys. I got three young kings. And you know, it's tough. It's tough being a father in general, right? But with three young
General,
kings,
with three
it's
boys,
tough
yeah.
because, you know, I have to show and prove. I got to lead by example.
Right.
And I don't got a little baby girl who's gonna take care of me when I'm older. You know, they're gonna get married. They're gonna forget about dad. But you know, you know, thank God through his little girls, I know what it feels like to have that little girl love. You know what I mean? And it's different. Raising boys and raising girls, man. So big up to all the fathers. Big up to all the fathers that are doing their thing.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, but with no further ado, let me just go ahead and kick this old school poem. Now, mind you,
I asked you for the 911 one, right?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, this is the grand plan.
We dialing in.
So
Real
yeah,
talk.
this is the grand plan. This is 21 years old. So and with that said,
How old are you?
How old am I?
No,
I'm
how
40.
old were you then? At that time?
I'm
Is it
40. I'm 42. So minus 21 years. What? I was 21.
21, right? I just want to make people know
21.
when you wrote.
21. So
So
yeah, I
go
was
ahead.
21. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be 42 this year. So yeah, 21. I was 21
Yeah.
when I wrote this.
So we
September
old,
11th. Yeah,
Go
so this
ahead.
was like me and my coming out party, so to speak.
Yeah.
But the vocabulary is a little, and things like I'm saying, it's just it's dated well, it's aged well, but just know
Right.
that this is an older poem, right?
I want to hear that one. Let's
All
go.
right, so let's go. So it's called The Grand Plan. Afterthoughts of the aftermath live long after the actual blast. On wings of freedom we flew, turned to birds of prey we crashed. It happened so fast in such a long moment. Hearts, hopes, streets, dreams, lives, and families were broken. Country crying, our shirts and soil soaking, a nation in mourning. States united, we gotta fight it. But how can this be a dagger in the heart of my city? Thinking of all the young and old babies who lost their moms and dads, and all the moms and dads who lost their young and old babies. Feelings of frustration and remorse driving us all crazy. Seeing our pillars of freedom fall, who once stood proud and tall, come tumbling down. Shouts of horror sang through the air with a thunderous sound until the last piece of metal fell down to the ground. America assaulted and in agony. Around the world, others felt our tragedy. Meanwhile, the supposed enemy was laughing, smiling, and happy. All around the country, retaliation is a must. In God and guns, we're taught to trust. Bang for America, Star Spangled Banner, but don't fall into the propaganda. You see, the victims of 9/11, all at peace, resting in heaven, while the rest of us remain to feel the pain until it's our time and day. God works in mysterious ways, my grandma always used to say. But has the prophecy begun? The beginning of Armageddon? Babylon has fallen, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. You see, this new world's coalition against terrorism doesn't seem new to me. I used to research, read, and talk about it in the early, mid, and late 1990s. Some of y'all may remember New World Order, aka Illuminati. But this will never be seen in the media or spoken about by the paparazzi. But a lot of people, yeah, we know it's coming. For years now, we've been reading, waiting, and reading between the lines, listening with half ears, because the best way to hide lies between two truths, and that's crystal clear. Waiting and paying attention while still thinking about and missing all them innocent victims. You see, the jihad is a facade. You can't fight for Allah killing innocent women and children, casualties of a holy war, but what makes war holy? For years now, people have been dying over religion, from the Crusades to the Inquisitions, murdering and killing Catholics, Christians, Muslims, Hebrews, and Jews, just to name a few. And since the beginning of time, people have died over what people believe to be the Most High and the believer's own vision mind. So truth and peace we will never find if history repeats itself, repeats itself, repeats itself, and what goes around comes around then. We as a people and as a planet are on a collision course with devastating destruction, the inevitable conclusion, lost and confusion, because until we can unite, not only as Americans, but as human beings, you know what? Better yet, earthlings, then the tragedies that have always occurred will no doubt happen again, with new generations to start to begin, with no sight of an end. Easier to make an enemy than it is to make a friend. Not a battle between good and evil, but a battle between life and death. AIDS, anthrax, ricin, bird flu, H1N1, COVID-19, monkeypox. Chemical warfare is already here. What target is next? Can't close your eyes or hold your breath. Murder mission is the quest. Operation Zero population growth has been full effect. Even though we're all children of the Most High, we all don't have the power to resurrect. Is it turmoil and bloodshed? That's the fate for mortal flesh. But don't fret, because you got no control over the situation. It's the ultimate test, for we are all truly blessed. The only thing we must bear in mind and keep on our heart, it's our soul we must protect. And we're taught that from the very start. The world is a stage, and everyone must play their part until the curtains are closed and the lights fade to dark. It's all in the grand plan. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
that. Snap your
So
fingers. Snap your
obviously,
fingers. Snap your fingers, everybody. Snap your fingers.
I
Snap your
updated a
fingers. You
little
feel
bit.
me?
I updated a little
Snap your
bit, throwing in
fingers.
the COVID, throwing in the COVID. I updated a little bit, throwing in the COVID and
I heard that.
monkeypox.
You know what I'm saying?
Back then it was just like anthrax and ricin, right? That's all we had to worry about. Bird flu.
Real talk. Hey,
Every year I
21
gotta keep
years.
adding. I gotta keep adding another one.
Hey, 21 years, man. 21 years,
21
man.
years, bro. And I think
I
I think
still
it aged
feel
pretty well.
relevant right now, bro. Like, bro,
I
I'm trying to
appreciate
tell
that.
you.
It's still relevant.
No, man, it's still relevant. That's why 9/11. I said, I mean, because you mean you was supposed to been like,
Yeah,
you know, what I mean,
yeah.
since
And
I
I
started the
apologize, man.
podcast.
Things kept happening.
You got
Things keep
sick.
happening. But
You got sick by COVID.
I didn't actually got COVID.
What
Thank
happened?
God.
How
I
you
thought
what
it was
happened?
COVID, but I got sick. I was
sick.
under the weather one
That's
time.
right. It
I
wasn't
caught
COVID.
some
You got
like some
sick.
sort of stomach something,
It
but it
was some
wasn't
stomach
COVID.
shit. Yeah,
But
that's
it
what
was
it
some
was. You're
stomach
right.
shit, bro.
You're
And I
right. You're
felt
right.
kind of like. But
Yeah.
everything happens for a reason. Divine timing, right? The Most
Yeah,
High
yo,
knows
for
what He's
real.
doing. So
Oh,
for
definitely.
me to be on today, on this day, to make it all relevant, it feels good.
I feel like
21
it felt,
years.
yeah, like I was
Yeah,
supposed to be. Like I
yeah,
felt like,
exactly.
yo,
It was meant to
you
happen,
know,
right?
we don't got. I don't want to. You know what I mean? Let everything fall how it is. Feng shui.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Feng
exactly.
shui.
It's
Feel
divine,
me?
divine timing. The Most High know
Indeed.
what He's doing. The Most High know what He's
Yeah.
doing. The
Yeah.
energy, at all knows what He's doing. But
That was
yeah, man,
that
but I
was.
appreciate that.
Nah, man. So like, everything I look at, I like to walk through pillars. See, I always try to make everything be purposeful. You know what I'm saying? Substance got to be involved, and when I'm
Right.
communicating with people, and I do builds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess I be having authors on the show. We
Right.
having artists on the show. We not just trying to be one dimensional. You know what I'm saying? And also
Absolutely.
the fact that we want people to know that we you know what I'm saying? We we about evolution and building and love and all that good stuff. We communicating with people in our real areas and really, you know what I'm saying, interacting. You know what I mean? And we really gonna do
Absolutely.
things in real time. It's not gonna be no like we ain't fronting. You know what I'm saying? This is how
Yeah.
he really is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, the show is not no. You know that we ain't no cap.
It's organic. It's organic. But
Real talk.
to me, nowadays it's all about intention.
Real
So
talk.
energy flows where attention goes, right? So it's
Yep.
all about your intention. So when I deal with someone, I try to reason with someone, I might take them for face value, but what is their intention? You know what I mean?
Real
Because there's a
talk.
lot of people out here that's insidious, that have secret ulterior motives, but now it's to the point where I could kind of figure those people out, right? You could kind of feel vibes, and you got to always listen to your vibes, man. So there might be people, time and place. I might deal with someone on a professional level that I might not deal with on a personal level, just for money situations.
They
But
cut
there's
out. Is it
different
me?
hats. Am I still here?
Am I cut out?
I'm still here. You can still hear me, right? So yeah, so I was just saying, like, it's about intention, man. So you as long as you got good intentions, you put out good intentions, I feel like it's reciprocated and it'll come back in the world.
Word.
Mac, you with me?
Yeah, I
You
hear
still
you
with
now.
me?
I hear you now.
Yeah, all
I
right,
caught
bet.
up for a second, but I
Yeah.
mean, I think God agreeing
Yeah.
on the board say everything else besides me. So
Got you.
yeah, brother. I mean, but I know you will give me one more poem for you slide on me
Yeah,
tonight. You know
as
what
a
I'm saying?
matter
On
of
this pull
fact,
up.
I
So
like how you did. I like how you did the brothers with the YouTube. I got joints on my
yeah,
YouTube. Anybody wants to check out my YouTube? I mean, it's funny. Listen, and I'm gonna put a disclaimer out here. I even though I have help producing, right, from a track standpoint, I wrote, I co-produced all the tracks, and I edited all the stuff on my YouTube. But I never really promoted it like that. So I
why
had
not?
all this. I just, you know what it is, my brother. I had a family. I
I
had a
know.
young family that took precedence. I really couldn't be out there performing like that. When I had my album, I'm gonna keep it real. I was a bad. I'm a good salesman, when it comes to sales. But
Yes,
when
he
my
is.
album, I was so excited about my album, I would give it away a lot of times rather than sell it. You feel me? Because I
You
just
gotta
want
give it
people to
away.
hear it. I was like,
Hear this shit.
check me out, check me out, check me out. So I didn't market myself correct. And I say
Real
that
talk.
because I've had this YouTube channel for damn near almost 10 years. I got maybe 300 views because I don't promote it. But you put a cat falling tomorrow, that shit'll have 1,000 views.
That's real though. Hey, listen, we
it's like,
underground with it. I feel like we
right,
organic the same way over
right,
here. Like we don't really. Our intention is just to, like, you know what I mean, do what we do. We doing naturally what we do,
right,
and it's
exactly,
organically how it started. So we just doing what we do in the process.
right.
We meeting people and doing what we do, and obviously we building this platform so other people can get this information
Yeah.
and You know what I mean?
Correct.
The resources, the people we feel are bringing stuff to the community that we want them to know about and can help you get to. You need to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's what it's
absolutely.
about. It's a
It's about
networking thing
connecting.
we're
It's about
doing. You know what I'm
connecting.
saying?
And
Yeah, it's
I'm from the
connecting.
school. I'm from the school that if you got a gift that was bestowed upon you for the Most High, that's going to nag you, right? If you're an artist, you're going to want to express it somehow. And we
Mm-hmm.
express it different ways. We express ourselves through fashion. We express ourselves putting a tattoo on our body. We express ourselves through writing. Everybody wants to express themselves. And if you're an artist, it nags at you. So at least, besides my children and my wife, you know what I mean? Making my
Shout out
albums
to
the
your
best
wife.
thing I ever, making my album was the best thing that I ever did in my life. You know,
That's
besides
real.
marrying my wife and having my 3
It
kids.
completes you. It
It
completes you.
completed me.
It
Right.
completed you. I get
Right.
it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because
It's like
I
another
did the,
baby. Now
yeah,
I got like 2 or 3 more
real
albums
talk.
that I can do now. I got like 2 or 3
I
more
feel you.
albums. I got
But you
material,
did that one.
but
You
I
did
got
that
that
one.
one. I got the one
You
out the
got that
way.
one.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
you got that
so with
one.
no further ado, if you don't mind, you could pull
Share
up
it
my
to us.
YouTube. All right, let me see if I can share it to you.
Just send me the joint real quick, and we're gonna play the YouTube
Bet,
joint.
bet.
I'm glad you gave me. I wanted that raw one. You know what I mean? That's why I needed that first one. The one
Yeah,
that you
no,
gave it to me.
absolutely,
Because
absolutely.
I don't. You know what I mean? I
You know
want
what's
people to know no filter. You know what I'm saying?
you know what's funny? I made a video for that one with mad clips of like the towers going down and all this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
YouTube wouldn't allow me to post it. So
Wow.
I got a whole video of Grand Plan that's never been allowed on. It gets flagged every time I try to upload it to YouTube.
Wow, son.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
but let me see if I could go ahead and
That's crazy,
send
dog.
you this link
That is
real quick.
crazy. I give you both.
All right,
This
here it is.
this is real culture though for the folks that's watching out there. Like this is
Yeah,
how
I mean, you know,
this man
poetry is
is really doing his
definitely
thing. Poetry wise, you know what I mean?
definitely, you know, is one of the
Grand slam
pillars. It's one of the
of
pillars
hip
of hip
hop.
hop as well. You know, the spoken word. You know, it's like I love hip hop. Hip hop's my culture. Hip hop is my thing. But there's also, you know, the lost poets. You know, Gil
That
Scott
part.
Heron. Gil Scott Heron
Yeah.
is my man. The lost poets. You know, there's a lot of poetry, just spoken word in general, that is super fire that I love.
You know,
Let me
D, I
see.
get down with the poetry and I rhyme and all that shit. You know that.
Oh, absolutely.
In
Oh
my
yeah. No,
days, you know what I mean? So
I remember, bro.
I know all this.
You was not slack with the lyrics too.
I just in the evolution of it, when I got to college, I think it's when I got into public relations. And it's like how we sit here now, this is public relations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's organic though. You know, I went to FAMU, so it was a different kind of way we going about it. You know what I'm saying? And
I
I got
remember.
to, you know what I mean? I got to come back. And that's when that's when I went and sat with the pastor after I came back from college. And you came with me. See, a lot of people don't know, like I knew you from '94, but when I went off to college, when I came back, I bumped into you, and I was we intellectuals, even though that's why I say me and you got a lot of history. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't, and me and you will come from like what they call black and brown. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So me and you are a perfect example of a black and brown connection when people mostly get the negative side of it. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Coming
Well,
from different places, meeting each other, knowing each other from young. I mean, I helped you, you've helped me. I've had problems with some brothers that will be on the brown side of, you know, black and yellow. You feel me?
Yeah, I remember.
You know, I can tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? I had some issues with the black and yellows. You know, I don't want to get no flags. You know what I mean? But
I remember.
real life. In real life, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that was never gonna go down on my watch, bro.
And see, that whole situation is how I know real life. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's why I can go back to that time frame and know who's real and who's not and what's not. And that's why people say, "Oh, this is deeper than rap." Yeah, it's deeper than rap. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this ain't like we didn't get to our age and old age and 43 years old, 44 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like these ages we're in now in the 40s, not seeing nothing. You know what I mean? So I've had my close calls.
Absolutely, as have I, man. I mean, like nowadays it's so different. You know what I mean? Like my kids, thank God, they homebodies. I know where they at all the time on the computer. You know, it's different times. But when we was growing up, I think that we were the last generation of we were out there. We were out there. You know, so I'm just grateful that we survived. You know what I mean? Because like I said, a lot of people in our generation can't say that. So listen, I put in a link there. I hope it works.
We got it, right?
Got it?
We got it. We're gonna pull it up.
Cool.
We're gonna pull it up.
Cool. So this is actually a poem that I wrote for not only my children, but for anyone out there. This poem is for young men. Anyone out there that doesn't have a father, that doesn't have that father figure, right? Because although I had a father, obviously, right? We all do. My father, I love him very much, but he just wasn't around as much as I would have liked. And I couldn't learn certain things. Like he never told me how to ride a bike, never told me how to shave, right? So these are things that I had to learn from myself that I put in the form of a poem so that any young man out there that doesn't have a dad could kind of be inspired. So that's what this poem is about. Now, the track, I had help with my man's helped me with the track, but I produced it. But all the imagery, this is all me. So I directed it, I produced it, and the lyric, everything's me. But I did have some help with the music.
Right.
So this poem is entitled Legacy.
That's right.
Yeah. Almighty wisdom. This one here is for all my young warriors that don't have a dad to tell them this. For all my mothers making men. I know it's hard out there. Keep your head up. This is a little knowledge from Almighty wisdom to all my young warriors. To my two sons. All I have to give you are these poems. And with these poems, I give you my all. In hopes that one day you can recite what I write, or rather, quote what I wrote, because I realized a while ago that knowledge and wisdom is far better than any gold from any kingdom. My poems are scrolls containing truths untold and prophecies foretold, not hidden within the Vatican Church vaults. I've written in bold strokes, cause I tend to scream at the page in order to release my mind's rage and keep my soul at peace, though never really at ease. So please take heed. Don't ever be no toy soldier, waiting to take orders, letting another man hold the fate in the palm of their hand. You see, governments are for the benefit of the governors, at the expense of the governed. So don't get caught up in no one else's wars, but your own. And don't let anyone ever question your patriotism, but rather be a peaceful warrior, keeping a sense of your own spiritualism, manifesting your own destiny within the divine's grand plan. Learn your heritage and history. You have to underdig in order to overstand. Go to the library frequently, because that's where the lies are buried. Like an Egyptologist, archaeologists dig deeply to uncover the mystery of our ancestors' true story. Self-cultivation is the key to recognizing our people's true glory. Because you may or may not want to go to a university or college, but always read and seek out right knowledge. Remember that if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So have morals and convictions, holding steadfast to your core ideals and values, but always be aware of contradictions and be open to other points of view. Don't be closed-minded, dumb, deaf, or blinded. Be kind to people. Give to those less fortunate, because we are all equal. And try to broaden your own worldview. Take opinions with a grain of salt, but above all, remain humble. Self-pride and self-righteousness and arrogance are easy traps to fall into. Also, always be wary of those in your crew. Although you are your own worst enemy, always watch those most close to you. Remember to keep your friends close and your enemies even closer. Maybe now to you this is all confusing, but you'll understand me fully as you get older. Beware of the others, such as jealous fake friends who give false flattering compliments. Jealousy breeds envy. Remember, blood is thicker than water, but with some friends, waters get muddy. So always be loyal to those you consider to be your family. Most times in life, you gotta sacrifice. A lazy man works twice as hard, so be a go-getter, a goal setter, a self-motivator. Never stagnate and always see the bigger picture. Visualize, verbalize, manifest. See yourself successful and never settle for less. If you believe you can achieve, you will succeed if you'll proceed. But you gotta do more than just believe. You gotta know it. Only you can make it happen. Utilize the law of attraction, like the planet Earth's magnetic polarities. Remember to control your soul and to repel negativity. Most importantly, take the time to give thanks. Appreciate your blessings. Talk to the Most High personally. Have a relationship with your higher power. Please remember this lesson. The multiverse is in constant rotation. What goes around comes around, just like karma. So you get what you gave. So always try to keep positive vibrations in your alpha, beta, and delta brain waves. Living life with good dharma. Never live life solely according to dogma. Have faith in fact, but investigate the source. Letting the bullshit go like an enema. Don't ever sweat the small stuff, because life is too short. Remember, this too shall pass. Life ain't always fair, and nothing ever comes easy and fast. It ain't always greener on the other side of the grass. Remember, respect is not always given. Respect is earned and learned. So always teach others and demand yours by respecting yourself. Never let anyone ever put down your self-worth. Everyone's blood's blue and bleeds red. Our flesh regresses back to the dirt of the earth when we dead. Life is a series of moments, so always seize the day. Keep this in your head. Remember the words that I say. Women, they come and they go. You can't make her a housewife if she was always a hoe. So don't be a sucker for love. Hold out for a woman that will love you for your mind and for your heart. And above all, always use protection and discretion when they legs spread apart. Don't kiss and tell or lie on your dick. Always be calm, cool, and collected. Show your confidence. Always beware of any consequence so that you can outweigh your options.
It's a whole
Stay away
production
from any
like a
street
ministry right
gangs
here on the
or
hip hop
any
level.
negative
You feel me?
associations. Don't put yourself in any uncomfortable, uncontrollable, compromising
visualization and everything with
situations that can land you in prison. Because that's what the enemy's plan is for all of us. Realize that the system is set up for you to fail, but don't use that as a crutch, but rather the reason to succeed despite the adversity.
Yes, sir.
Remember, the lessons are all in the journey. Try not to get addicted to anything. Remember, everything in moderation, even moderation. Stay away from drugs unless it's marijuana that you blazing. But even that you really don't need. My sons, please take heed. For one day I will only be a memory. So I leave you these poems as a part of my legacy. Although I also plan to leave you well off financially. Because unfortunately, in today's Eurocentric society, within the global community, your life's value is mostly only judged on your financial status within the global economy. Remember that the most important thing in life is love, not money. But unlike my poor dad, who left me with very little financial security, I plan to set you up with knowledge of self, but also wealthy monetarily. I plan to leave you generationally wealthy, so your babies can hopefully eat off of me, so that you could be an entrepreneur and continue our family's newfound legacy. Always work hard, but hardest for yourself. Diversify your portfolio, have multiple streams of income in order to multiply the wealth. Invest wisely so that your money makes you more money. Above all, my sons, I want you to be a better man than me. When I look into your eyes, I see a world of unlimited potential and infinite possibilities. If just given the right opportunity, I'm so happy I didn't run away and hide from my responsibilities. Sometimes in life, it's difficult to conquer, but you must never retreat and never surrender. Please always remember that Daddy loves you, and I want you to be strong and happy, but most importantly, free. Remember me and the words contained within this poem, because right now the reality is these poems are all I have to give. So with these poems, I give you my all.
My legacy.
Legacy.
That was a very important poem right there, bro. Crazy.
2011, bro. That was 10 years ago.
No, like I'm saying,
Just
like
to keep
all this
it,
shit.
just to keep it in perspective.
like yeah, bro. Like you didn't even have like yeah. That's 9 minutes, bro. That's
Yeah,
9 minutes.
that's that's what I love about poetry. It gives me that license, because for a 9 minute rant,
It's a
right?
9 minute clip, like
It's a 9 minute joy, yeah, bro. Yo, I created a whole. I like to say I created a new genre called poetic epics. You know what I mean?
You had
Poetic,
to,
poetic
goddamn, with that
epics.
one. I mean, you gave book sources. You was
Yo, bro,
like
everything.
that was a production. In
That's a
today's time, that would
production.
be like, bro, that's before TikTok. That's before
Exactly.
like that's
Now it's
before,
like 2
you know what I'm saying?
minutes. 2 minutes.
Like,
If you
you could take that same clip and break that bitch up in the quarters
and teach classes and teach classes on it.
literally do TikToks on that bit right
Yeah,
now. You
facts.
need to redo that one. We need to do that one. Clips.
I gotta redo it in like 2 minute intervals to keep people's attention.
Yeah, cause bro, I know some people like, damn, them niggas got us and I'm meditating on this hell right now.
Well, you know what it is? It's also designed like that way. So you throw it on, you smoke an L, you have a conversation, you come back and you hear it all over again. So it's made to kind of just be in the background. But the visuals, bro, I took a lot of time putting those clips together because those are all books that set me on my journey. I mean, I can mention one of those books, ISIS Papers. I mean, Francis Cress Welsing. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Blood in My Eye. I mean, there's so many. Spook Who Sat by the Door. The psychic. I mean, there's just so many treasures that I just feel like are being lost. So that testament right there, that tribute, that testament, that poem is forever there in the internet, right? So maybe I'll be appreciated when I die, like most artists, right? But it's there, it's out there.
That's why you're on the show now, putting it on here. That's why we got
Appreciate
it. We got it.
Yeah,
it's in
get
our
my
archive
flowers.
too now. You feel me? It's in our archive too now. You feel me?
Right,
So
right.
we
But
gonna put it
I
with
appreciate the
tonight.
platform, bro. But yeah, a lot of my joints is long like that, and I think, like you said, with now with the TikTok and people's attention spans and beats per minute, right? Beats per minute. Life is just getting faster and faster and faster. And if we know about ohms, but if we know about ohms and tones, right? There's the tone, there's a frequency of vibration that all life is. But everything is speeding up. So our kids now, we live in a microwave society where everything is instant gratification. I want something, I put it on Amazon. Boom. I want something, I order it. Boom, it's here. Back in the days, we used to have to work for shit. You know what I'm saying? Or at least, what I think is also lacking is an apprenticeship, right? Everybody just wants to be a master. And it takes years. It takes years to master your craft, to truly be a master.
Your craft.
Right over the craft that is.
Not just you know what I mean? This is your craft. Like, right. You need to understand. That's not just, you know what I mean, anybody else. Yourself and then a craft. Yourself and a craft. Oh God damn, that's two different things. You know what I mean? Like
right. Exactly.
Because some people got a craft down, but they ain't got themselves down. You know what I mean?
Correct. No, absolutely correct.
It's a autonomous party, so I gotta keep it real. You know what I mean? There's levels, there's dimensions to yourself.
Definitely.
That in society, people could be very genius at one thing, but lack another. That's just
exactly
how people in humanity is made to be, based off what people focus on and their habits are and what they attribute to days in life. You know what I mean? So we got to keep it real with that. You know what I'm saying?
And I think one thing that's lacking right now with in today's society, just people in general, is emotional intelligence. People are very intelligent with a lot of different things, but being emotional intelligent is, to me, very, very important. It's key.
Energy and emotion.
How you deal with people. Exactly. How you deal with people. Just in your daily mantra, transferring energy. Because I had to do a lot of growth. Because there was one point, I was very anti, let's just say, light-skinned people. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because, I'm not as dark as many, but my soul is Kunta Kinte black. My soul is, I'm a 6'7", I'm a 6'7", 300-pounder. You know what I mean? I'm shocking my soul. But when people see me, first thing, oh, look at this little Chico. Oh yeah, I've heard it all. But my love, my soul, my spirit is indigenous, and I rep for the indigenous people. So I had to learn though that sometimes that other man, right, even if his skin is a little bit melanin deficient, he might be a good brother. Because I've met brothers looking like me or darker than dark, and they not good people. You know what I'm saying? So the theory of the black devil exists.
The black devil.
You know what I mean? It exists.
We play that shit.
It exists. So that's something that I've had to. Yeah, so that's something that I had to evolve too. Like just because someone looked different than me, I had to check myself. Because now, am I being a bigot? Am I being because we can't be racist. I can't be racist, but I could be
Got
prejudiced. Black people, we can't be racist, but we could be prejudiced. And I had to check myself because there's been people that have supported me and loved me that are of the Caucasian variety, and there's people that hated on me and shitted on me that are Puerto Rican, that are black, that are Jamaican. So that's something that I've had to evolve with, where I've learned how to just see people as energy. You know what I
energy.
mean? And
Their,
it's your
their
intention.
intentions and their energy and
There
motion
you go.
with
Exactly.
you, and how they exchange the energy with you, and how they
Correct.
understand how you communicate on them levels of
Hmm.
energy exchanging, and what
Correct.
the intention is
Right.
beyond. See, I said beyond because last week we
Yeah.
just had Sebastian, and he had the meta life. You know that word meta
Hmm.
mean beyond. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
beyond, when we exchange it's the physical value of
Hmm.
monetary
Yeah. And that's
physical
where we're
things that
going.
we
That
manifest in this realm. We
metaverse.
are
Yeah.
mentally going to understand how we exchange our energy and motion amongst each other. You know what
Correct.
I'm
And
saying?
that
And that's real
metaverse is
talk. See,
that metaverse is doing away from our physical shell, right? The metaverse
yeah.
is going to be an avatar, so
And
people
you
are going
see
to
how
be
they
able to
doing it,
be,
right?
yeah, people going to be able
Yeah.
to what the hell they want. That people going to be a unicorn with devil heads or something. People could be whatever they
No,
want because that's how they
it's gonna get
represent.
crazy. It's gonna get
It's getting
crazy.
crazy, b. I mean,
Listen,
look at
I
these
ain't gonna like
pronouns.
it.
Look at these
Listen
pronouns.
here.
Like,
Don't get into it. Don't get me flagged. Okay.
right? Facts, and we
You
won't
feel
even
me?
go there.
We're
But
gonna
yeah.
go there. We're not. No, hey, man, my man, classic, man. My
Yeah.
man, classic, man. Yo,
Yeah.
so, hey, classic, man. I want to like me and him. We ain't
Yeah.
talk like this on the live show because this is
Gotcha.
kind of classic that we doing. Is being honest with
Right.
y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, Tarzan skill, man. Tarzan the skill, right? I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
I,
Tarzan the Skill.
Tarzan the skill, man. Is there anything you want to tap in on, man? Because you was a guest with him, and if, you a guest with him, you go with me. You hear it? So
Yeah.
either way, tap in.
I appreciate you daily. Mic check, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Real talk. I
Definitely.
can hear you.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'm more like I said, man. I'm a modern day Charles Xavier. I'm a modern day Morpheus. I kind of sit back and watch, and I just observe. The world is changing, and it is no longer a specialty of people actually taking the cymatics of what they believe is to be chosen. You now stand among mediocrity in a world that is designed in order for you to be a minority, unprecedented to your skin. So you must be able to choose yourself. That's what makes you chosen. Is when you kind of look around your observation and see the people around you not doing the things that you want them to do, not based on ego, but based on a desire. That desire is propaganda. Paid by who? By what? Music influence, maybe the media, maybe even the colors you decided to wear. Most people don't understand that when you walk out the house and everyone's wearing the same blue shirt with the same blue jeans and the same Nike gum, that it's not a problem. It's fashion. I have a problem with that. I think a statistical information of a census understanding is that you should seek individuality. But when the propaganda of the machine teaches you individuality, and now we're in the world of the cuspids, we need now community. So we do this figure eight thing. Nikola Tesla talks about in 369. We're starting to have the masculine and divine. We're starting to meet the neutrality of all the number eight, infinity. And we're starting to hit that pinnacle. That pinnacle needs to start teaching people that you can't do it alone. Once you start to know how talented an individual is, and you actually go out there to exemplify yourself, which we call the light bringer, right? When you actually start to find the dawn star versus the morning star, and you actually start to correlate the energies of positive and negative, you'll start to realize why hip hop has changed. Hip hop has changed many a times. It has many names. You could go to heavy metal, you can see this. You can go to the Celtic and folk music, you can see this. You can go to the African bambata, you can see this. You can see salsa, bachata, the young gentleman from Puerto Rico, the Bad Bunny phenomenon. All these things are going through a wave because our flesh that we understand through our conscious space, we're not conscious to know our age. We think that we are here when in reality we are infinite. We've been here many of times. Possibilities, how many of times is uncountable. But the fact of the matter that our emotion is based in the ego and the flesh and desire, they use that against us. The food, how the changes the phenotypes. I actually teach a class for this whole process. What my brother is doing here through music and what you are doing here through platforming, I do in class. I don't give people answers. We have people, Brother Polite, that got booked out. We got brothers, Rashad Jamal. We got Young Pharaoh. A lot of these guys are very similar, and I'm in this bracket. I have a big following. And what has started to kind of bridge this gap of information is that I don't just choose one particular group over another. I give you doors. I am the hall monitor. I am not going to tell you what I think you need to know. However, I'll show you a door, but I ask you to do me a favor. When you walk through the door, to come back and tell me what's on the other side, because I might bump into somebody who's just like you. This is the scenario that I've started to live, and I started to actually help a lot of people who were touched by the biological father in a monogamous situation at home, being black father, black mother, dad leaves, but all of a sudden has a sexual component in order to touch his daughter. These things are not being discussed within our communities, and yet we want to talk about equal rights, inequality, masculine and feminine, or even race or bygrounds. There's so much that we need to fix within our scenarios, like our food. It's cool to have these conversations, but I don't smoke, I don't drink. So it's hard for me to relate to my culture now as hip hop, even though my father grew up from this, my homies grew up from this. How am I supposed to tell my man, hey, listen, that black and mild you got in your hand, G, you got kids? Nah, I ain't got no kid, cuz. I ain't got no kids. You should stop smoking, at least to give your sperm the best ability to bring the Christ consciousness into your son or your daughter. That's what you want to do. Do you know by 2050, men's testosterone rates are going to be depleted over 86%? We're not producing men no more because of the lifestyles they have given us to tell us that's what makes us manly. If we don't result ourselves back to the original program, to the original helix of the DNA and the telomeres, to the chromosomatic bumps, we're going to fail something a lot more than people realize. And my brother said here, you're absolutely right. We have to be careful with these terminology. But what we can't be careful with is the scientific understanding of not the pseudoscience, but the spiritual inquestic. And the spiritual inquestic speaks very plausibly. If you watch the media, if you watch what's going on, I have nothing but biological daughters. My brother here has nothing but biological males. And when my kids get together with his kids, we see what we're supposed to be doing here. And there's a quote or a memo of prophetic prophecy that they say, most men on islands want to be like a lion of Judah. A lion allows the women to go out and hunt. Everyone wants to have multiple wives and all. I'm a jaguar. I watch, I observe. Do not get it twisted who you think the jungle, king of the jungle really is. I can swim. I can hunt on trees because I've never seen a lion climb a tree, nor I've seen him ever get in a pool of water. The understanding
of the jaguar, though, and I get with you on that one. I go to jaguar now. Go ahead,
indeed. So what we're doing now is learning how to move no longer in the alpha and omega frequency, and that's where a lot of the biblical understandings where people actually twist these things. We're now moving into the sigma and omega energy. We're no longer in the Superman era. We're no longer in the He-Man Flash. We're no longer in the
he said Flash. Hey, hold on, wait. No, hey, G, hey, I'm glad you introduced me to him because we're gonna have a conversation with him.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yo, this is
bring him back.
Yeah, definitely. You want to bring him back, bro? That's my young brother, man. My young brother. He has knowledge beyond his years, man. Yeah, and he's
he was flowing too. He was going in.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you too, man. I mean, shoot, you doing your thizzle, right? You got the 300. You put me onto you. I'm you know what I mean? I'm in your bowl at that moment. I was in your space. I'm Jaguar too, though. I'm bowing. You know what I'm saying? I'm bowing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
Real talk.
Well, it's fun. It's funny.
Talk, though.
Yeah,
man, go ahead,
it's funny. Just to jump on that. Yo, you know, it was the other man that decided the king of the jungle was a lion, but really a lion sleeps like 20 hours a day. He got his women working. He ain't no jaguar. Hey, and the great white, a shark, the great white. Yo, the king of the ocean is an orca, but they named it a killer whale, right? So you know, everything is psychological. Everything to me, everybody's like, yo, Wiz, why you always gotta bring up race? Hey, listen, I ain't bring it up. It's here. It's the monkey and it's the elephant in the room that you gotta discuss. But there's a lot of different vibrations on that. But yeah, definitely, I like tigers. I like jaguars. Lion, they considered the king of the jungle, but they really not, bro. But there's so many different ways that we could bounce off of that. You know what I mean?
I'm running a little bit. I'm running over, but I want to get this part. I want y'all to hear this real quick. Y'all know about this? I want to ask y'all a question because we gotta get out here in a couple of minutes, right?
Gotcha.
Y'all know about obviously not only is 9/11 today, but the queen, they say died. You know what I'm saying? The queen just died recently.
My only queen I acknowledge is Latifah.
I got you. Real talk. That's hip hop culture. I can vibe with you on that level. You know what I mean? But we've been doing a build though on a level. I don't know if y'all probably watched. Some of you probably haven't watched. If it's your first time on our platform, we've been covering particular history on the European nobility that got exiled and got whitewashed. somehow or another in history, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, the Windsor, she's a Windsor. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just for everybody that don't know, like, right? It's a
Right.
Windsor, and she's a Windsor. So
She's
her
a Windsor.
line and all that, and nobility, right? She just
Mm-hmm.
passed, right? But she's obviously the Windsor line is passing on to somebody within that line, right? That's what
Yeah,
they call it, right?
to the king, right?
Right. So, now going into the Windsor, but they changed their name.
They did.
They changed their name. That wasn't actually their name. See what I'm saying? Can we pull up that part, God?
So I can actually drop that info for you because I actually teach a class about this. I teach a class of 3 months. I call ceremony about this type of information. The Queen, a lot of people don't know the Cologne family, why they call it Colombian Pictures. My brother was saying the Illuminati. The Illuminati is a cover-up. And what people don't understand is that the Queen was actually related to Adolf Hitler and the regime of what we call the Naga or the African snake. See, a long time ago was the Jedi versus Sith, the blue versus red, the Democratic versus the Republic. These colors together, that's why when you watch Endgame, they got Iron Man versus Captain America, and they fight a purple villain. Because when you take blue and red, like the Bloods and Crips on the street, you get a purple flag. What they don't want you to know is the indigo. The new hierarchy has returned, and what they're trying to not and dislodge in the compilation with all these young black people talk about alien extraterrestrials and having this third, fourth dimensional contact is that the Queen's coming was prophesied a long time ago. Now the jewels on her crown want to go back to Sri Lanka, want to go back to India, want to go back to the original place that they came from because that crown was never a European crown. See, it was Queen Akasha. The reason why they call it the Akashic Records is because Queen Akasha was a vitiligo albino princess from Africa. And when the times of Africa and Pangea of the Burgundians, or what they call the Burgundians, what we call barbarians, the Moorshite Empire, the Sabah. A lot of people don't know about the culture of Spain. Before Spain was called Spain, Iberia is the O negative blood type. So when you get the redheads, why white people don't like redheads, and what's all the Aborigines and the Australians and New Zealanders, why The Rock is actually trying to become president. People don't see why he's trying to play a role of Black Adam. He's played Scorpion King. You got to see the movement. It's Hawaii, King Honolulu to King Kamehameha. That's why you go to
Kamehameha. That's right. Dragon Ball Z.
There's a lot of these
okay.
to the west. It's coming. The mother has returned. They talk about this in the Bible, chapter 12, Revelations, the woman of the moon. They talk about it.
I tell you, we're gonna have to bring him back on here and talk about some shit here. We're gonna have to schedule something with me and you on this conversation.
Bro.
Right here.
Listen,
we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to have this conversation.
Almighty, I love you.
You popped up on me out the blue. D-Clap pull you up on the couch, and you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I can't, because I'm gonna tell you. See, in a manner, the one though, what's the Coburg one? Pull up the link with the Coburg and the Moore's Head. That is the name that got changed to. You know what I'm saying? I know our conversation. Yeah, give me that one. You know what I'm saying?
My favorite picture of the Queen is when she's bowing down to Selassie.
I mean, Ethiopia. That's interesting too.
And Ethiopia. Well, Ethiopia is the one African nation that never got conquered, just like the Seminoles. Ethiopia was the African nation never got conquered.
But this right here, go back up and say Central 1380 time frame. All right, Black Central from Europe, right?
Yep.
So we're gonna go down now. We're gonna go down slow because I know we're running late here tonight.
We took over that whole area, bro. All of Russia,
that whole area right there. Russia,
that whole
German.
area was us.
I see that.
That's what they did to us. As far as taking away our crest.
So
we don't have a family crest.
That symbol you actually pulling up right now, the Coburg is actually the Irish, Scandinavian, Scottish. Why they call it the return of St. Patrick, the removal of the Naga and the snake. That imagery used to be seen as a lion, but it's not a lion. It's actually a jaguar. And that woman is known as Queen Khalifa, the one who impregnated California. Why California is called California is because of that queen, the real queen that actually went
Khalifa.
East. Most people don't know that ancient Africa was upside down maps. When we think north, it was actually south. So when they say journey to the west, they're actually going east.
Yep.
That's why the Almec, when you look at the ancient Mayans, they were all indigenous of the African Fiji Islands and the Polynesians. You go watch the movie Moana, it talks about this. Why Moana's main character looks exactly like Taka and Takiti. It's the triple state goddess. She's returning.
Okay.
She coming back. And that's why Adriana Grande said, God is a woman. Bro, the time is coming. People got to get with the program, bro. It's time.
Okay.
She pissed off.
Okay. I know the ladies liking you right now, boy.
Yeah.
I know why you got a following, goddamn.
Feminine
The ladies
energy.
love you. Ain't it? I'm
Hey,
talking shit. No,
out of that
no.
300,000, 250,000 of
I
them
ain't
are women.
mad. I ain't mad at it. No, we talking shit. You hear me? It's what it is. We saw in
Yeah.
history. The clan heads, the Kohlberg,
Yep.
and Blackamore, the line that the Windsor line changed
Mm-hmm.
to. So when we just
Absolutely.
talk about her at the point of just a historical for people that might not go into what he just went into, you know what I'm saying? We just want to give them the basic level of the fact that
Yeah.
these people are that connection of their
Facts.
lineage. Like their lineage literally is going back to a Kohlberg, which is dealing with
Mhm.
these heads that are showing these crests that
Mhm.
literally were called Blackamoors later on after a certain time frame, after the Inquisition
Correct.
and things that he mentioned, and everything started going down a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And we're trying to correlate to what happened in America so people can get into it when they do the genealogy and see these Black Europeans or these Black Moors
Mhm.
or Swarthy individuals. You know what I'm saying? They have different lineages to ancient situations, but at the end of the
Absolutely.
day, there are nations that and clans and situations at that time frame are from out of what we would call Europe.
Right.
You know what I mean? So at the
Mhm.
end of the day, we got to keep it in context. And some people like to jump all over the place. You know what I mean? So we want to keep it in context of the understanding so people can really keep up what we're going into. You feel me? So that's why I just
Absolutely.
want to point that out with the fact that not only on 9/11, but just this week, it's it's
Yeah,
been
just
big
this week.
news.
Yeah, I mean it's big.
This week it's been big news that
Mhm.
the Queen, you know what I mean, of that area
Yeah.
of the Windsor line has
Absolutely.
just passed.
And it's also a full moon.
You know what I mean?
You know,
Real talk.
the equinox, you know, things are changing with the seasons. That all has a lot to do with it. You know what I mean? Polarities, how close we are to certain things, and it all relates, bro. Nothing is
Real talk.
a
It's
coincidence.
everything.
I
Yeah,
perfect
we just
I
having this
personally
conversation. Everything
yeah,
happened for like this, right? You brought him
I
on here. I
personally
didn't even know he was
absolutely
gonna bring him. So that's how you know it's live. We
absolutely
live.
I
You know what
personally feel like she's been dead for a while, and they
I mean?
just now. I feel like the Queen's been dead for a while, and they just now are releasing it, or they just now letting people know. But I feel like she's been dead for quite some time. But that's just my opinion.
Hey, everybody got their opinion. Goddamn, we
Yeah,
gonna get caught up in
yeah,
people,
yeah, yeah.
because opinions.
Yeah.
Some opinions are lighter than others.
Right.
You feel me? And some are heavier than others. But my
Facts.
intentions think that yours is lighter than mine. When you
Hmm.
said that just now, I just let you know.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because I'm
Right.
on the fence. My scale still is saying, I don't know. But
Yeah.
like homeboy said earlier with the red and blue, and how we gonna. That's why I say I'm gonna get with him. I'm gonna get
Hmm.
with you. I'm gonna get with
Hmm.
him, and we're gonna do this conversation. We're gonna have this now, like on this
Yeah.
podcast live, like we're doing it
Absolutely.
right now. We're gonna do it. I
Yeah.
like this
Yeah.
kind of shit.
Definitely.
You
Yeah.
feel me? This is
Definitely.
what I've
Bring
been
it
waiting
back.
for. Type of shit like we're gonna bring him back on.
Thank you, Almighty.
I
I'm gonna head
appreciate you,
out. I'm
dog.
gonna wrap up with the girls. My
All
brother,
right.
Appreciate you.
Peter, I appreciate you dearly, man. You're doing something real gracious,
For the
man. You know what
culture.
I'm
For the
saying?
culture.
At the
Yeah.
end
I
of the day, it's
appreciate the
not about
platform.
views, it ain't about the numbers. It's about the intention. Your intention is pure, my man. You're doing a good job, and I just want to say I'm blessed to know that I have come across your life. Anything that you do, and if no one ever told you, like Midas touched the King Solomon, everything you touch turns to gold, my brother. Allow
That's
all
real.
passive understandings. I give peace to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Almighty, I love you, my brother.
I
I'll
love you
catch up
too,
with you
fam.
guys.
Gratitude.
I'll talk to you soon. Yo, Matt,
Peace
once
to you.
again, man, I gotta say thank you, bro, for creating this platform, giving me the opportunity to share my art and connect with all the audience out there, or the
Real
supporters
talk.
of Autonomous Party. Much love
Appreciate
to
you.
all of y'all, B. And Matt, you know what it is. Me and you
Man,
we
I
go
keep it
back
100.
like
I keep
back
it 100,
seats, right?
man.
Back seats of
Keep it
Cadillacs,
100.
fam.
Yeah, we
Much
go
love
back.
to you always.
You know what I mean? Real talk. Red and brown, what they call red and black and all that good shit.
That's it.
Black and
That's
yellow.
it.
You know what I
That's
mean?
it. All that.
Me and you
All
go
that.
back like black and yellow. So we
That's
good.
it. That's it.
Peace and love to you, man.
Yeah, peace and love, family. All of y'all. One.
It's like, thank you again, man, for D-Class for pulling up on us, man. He had to just go ahead and get you. It's not like how you brought that up. Like everything happened, we organic
Yeah,
like that. It gotta be
organic,
live.
bro. Divine,
Feel me?
divine timing, bro. We know what it is.
Everything happened for a reason. You feel me?
Facts.
Bet that. Appreciate you, dog.
I appreciate you too. Peace to the gods.
Peace. Shit. Shit, that was a good combo. We just vibing. You know what I'm saying? It's 9/11. We just vibing. Organic is how it happens. We're gonna let it be what it is. How we flow with the culture. It's the party. We thought you thought this is real time. You should get with people in my area and other areas and let everybody network. That's how we moving. The word is out. We ain't worried about just numbers. We do it really just organically. We really tap in with these people and really talk to them. We're like, yo, this is what we doing. What you doing? Okay, word. That's how it works in the community of networking and bringing alliances and having your community and network together right. You know what I'm saying? Feel me, God? You feel me? We ain't biased. We tap in on a lot of people. You feel me? To make our network work. This is real life, right? Everybody going through shit, but we really here too, doing everything live. Meet Me Lounge, through the campaign, Lauderdale, Europe to Miami to West Palm and all that good stuff. Matter of fact, we national at Thomas Party Social Club. Feel me? We touching a lot of places. And we shout out for everybody that been tapping into our show. You know what I mean? From the big ones to the small ones. You feel me? But a network of what we know we building is for the building blocks, what we getting ready to do, you feel me? And intentions. You know what I mean? But we're gonna bring Buddy back on here. He was kicking some shit. He was snapping. I thought he was spitting poetry for a minute. Like he was, you know what I mean? Had that shit. But we gonna get. I'm gonna get with him. You feel me? I want to hear this again. You feel me? We gonna lay this out. So at the end of the day, though, the queen is said the queen is dead. You feel me? So at the end of the day, you know, we've been talking about the divine right of kings. That line, the Windsor line, is the right. They came out of the line that was supposed to have that right. That same divine right king category is connected to that. Isn't she connected to the Ron Ryder King situation off of lineage, which is the Hanovers, right? Victoria, right? The last Hanover,
because it went to a female after that.
Right. See, you can't even hear him like this. We just talking shit. See, he in the studio kicking the knowledge, and I'm sitting by the tree right now. Feel me? Don't mind me. You like mangoes, don't you? Yeah. So I'm under the mango tree at this point too. Feel me? So take the fruit how it is. But when you get into the understanding, can you show the chart real quick since we here? Show that map of her real quick before we get out of here. That's it. That's it. We're gonna get out of here on that note. Thank y'all for tapping in with us tonight. Because go back to the Hanover. We're showing the Kohlberg joint, how the name changed and shit. I can't even go into the Blackamore and the Morris heads and all that other stuff connected to that other thing we just showed you. But there's just the House of Hanover, you know what I mean, joint. I mean, because she gone and things happen. King George III, Royal Proclamation, right? He the one we just showed y'all on the coin last week. House of Hanover. That's the tree. Queen Victoria is the last one in the House of Hanover. And after that, that Kohlberg joint come into play. And all these names that the Windsor name changed out of. You know what I mean? That Saxon, what is it? Saxon, what is it? Saxon, Kohlberg, Gotha, right? Saxon, Kohlberg, or Gotha. You see all the Moorheads we just showed you, right? That's, you know what I mean? That's where that connect to. Right, that's her right there. That's the picture. That's how they depict her at least. You know what I mean? Lord, you beating up that damn water bottle. No, but yeah. That's when they say this die, right? Lord. But either way, they name changed, went back to the Hanover. And the Hanover go back to George III. We just talked about him last week, right? But the Kohlberg, Saxon, or Gotha connection is that right there, right? Feel me? House of Saxon, Kohlberg, and Gotha. Saxon, Kohlberg, and Gotha.
This eventually became the House of Windsor in 1917.
Yeah, right.
Strong anti-German sentiment during the First World
Hold
War.
on, can they hear you? Let me read it. Because I don't hear you. It says, this eventually became the House of Windsor in 1917 when there was a strong anti-German sentiment during the First World War. A current queen, Elizabeth II, is the great-granddaughter of Queen Victoria. Lord, we said the queen is dead. It's a great show, though. We out of here. Tap in is when the next week we doing, it's part 5, right? Of the Maroon Ethan DeGeneres. We on part 5, right, God? You on part 5? You on part 5. You know what I mean? Maroon on America. Feel me? Keywords. Marooned off of America. Feel me? That's next week. Tap in with us. We gotta see y'all soon. Peace and love.